So the thing is, I've always there's witches and wizards in this class. There's witches and wizard in this class. Cause tell me why I've had light since 12. I don't really 11 a.m. They'll seize my light and bring it back at 4 p.m. I've had light since 12 p.m. today until 7 p.m. now that the live is about to start. While I was battling with you guys saying that the stream was not live, you could not see me or hear me, NEPA took the lights. But thank God, as I was about to come back up, they brought it back. So hopefully we'll have the light for this class because I don't know why they give us lights in stuff. And it's now that it's time for class that they want to seize it. I'm suspecting some of people. I don't. Anyways, don't vex finish. Let's start. Finally, now you passing me. Have you not been hearing the rant I've been ranting? I should start again. Let me tell them that you know yet. So I've been saying it that there's witches and wizards in this class, but people will not believe me. I've had light since 12 p.m. today, and there's no way I would have light 12 p.m. on a normal day. Like, they usually seize my light at 11 from 7 a.m. in the morning to 11 a.m. They'll seize the light and then they'll bring it back at 4 p.m. But I've had lights, there was light from like 7 till 11, and they seized it for just 11 till 12, and at 12 they brought it back. I was thinking they were going to seize it, they didn't seize it until since 12 or since afternoon. I've been enjoying lights. My freezer is blocked. AC is chilling. TV has been on until this 7 p.m. Now I came live. There's light. Everywhere is bright. People say you were not seeing me. I was trying to fix it and they seized the light. Light I've had since. Oh. I've not been recording. Ah, guys, who is this person in this class? Who is this person in this class that's causing all this roadblock? Who is this person? If I catch you in the spirit realm, you would behave. Jump scare. I didn't tell you guys I was going to be a juju today. Hi. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Let me know if you can see me. Hey, Gigi, girl. Am I scaring people? Jennifer, I beg, don't follow me talk. At the verse. See all the rounds I just found just now. I thought I was recording. My useless phone was not recording. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Faith. Fatam. I don't know how you came up with that name, Sha. Some of you, I just don't know how you come up with your names. Like I've been seeing your names, your original names, your nickname, your usernames. I'm like, how did you come up with this? Okay, you can see me. Great. I got my book. I have my information like splitted in like three different places in this book. So Ojuju Calabar. Yeah, so that's the vibe for tonight. The vibe for tonight is Ojuju. These people say that you too are Ojuju. That's why people will not leave my network alone. Me too, I decided to come into Juju type this night. Yeah. This is mostly the things that I already have in like the module one, but things I know that I might have also needed, I need to post. I mean, I have questions. That's the main reason why I decided to attend the session. media because I'm not sure what I want to do. You guys need to be sure. No, we need assistance. No, they meant. It's network, oh, I just tired. I don't really get it. I came into the room. I've not filmed in my room since this class. I came into the room because of network, because I feel like there's better network in my room, but come like an apple or come better pass. Plus, it seems like this YouTube video requires more network than Google Drive. Okay, so were you guys even hearing what I was saying? Were you guys hearing me? It's gone again. Are you kidding me? So you can't hear me? Can you hear me? People should be typing now. Ah, oh. If people are not typing, it's not a Google call that I can be hearing you. You have to be typing and be typing fast so that I can be seeing that you can hear me. Um. So what I was saying is, this particular class, I got this past week. I got a lot of questions from people saying that they don't know what niche to pick. They don't know where to settle. They've not set up their social media platform because it's breaking. Oh my god. Am I ever going to have a good life with this network? With these network providers? Can I shine? Ha. You guys should let me know when it's not breaking again. The line is still breaking. You can hear me. I was saying, issue was that they understand that you are starters and video chat should be possible. I won't do that. I won't try it. I won't consider that. Telegram network is just the worst. I won't consider it. Okay, thank you, thank you. The video freezes. You both should not be confusing me with your information. Is the video freezing for everybody, or is it just the internet? saying issue is not said to start. They don't. I hope you guys can hear me because I'm literally tired. I do. My major issue is my major issue is with those who said they've picked or thought they have picked, but you are picking like five different things that you want to focus on. How can even your goals, when you were sending me your goals, some of you will say your goal is to um get to 10,000 followers by the end of the class and make $1,000 by the end of the class, um, sell your products for your business by the end of the class, get clients by the end of the class, get brand deals. Or even Jesus Christ, if you decide to start praying today and you pray the most fervent prayer, will Jesus Christ be able to do this thing for you in 1 month? My goal was to actually help you people set realistic goals, right? And achieve them, or like be able to achieve them. This light is just not doing it for me. So my goal was to actually help people set goals and realistic goals that you will be able to achieve. But turns out that most of the goals that people are setting, it's not realistic, and you know it inside your heart that it's not realistic. It's something that even if God was like living with us as a human person, it's freezing. Honestly, I'll just look for a way to like record this session and record screen. Let me see. How will I make a recording now? I want to like record, start recording. Oh, I didn't turn on the mic. And I don't know how to end it. Okay, I need to turn on the mic. Record screen. Um, yeah, and turn on the mic. Turn on the camera, and then start recording. I don't know if this works. Okay, hopefully it works. It's back now. Okay, so what I was you say the mask is off. Mask. The mask is off. Oh. So what I was saying is you people don't understand what setting realistic goals means, and you don't you what can you do? Like what can you do? What do you know that is like I don't know how to say this in a way that I would not even be offending anybody, but what do you think that realistically, even if you don't have anybody behind your back, you can actually just like use your own brain and what you already know to like achieve? Then you now up it small. So if, for example, you're working a job that is paying you like 30,000, just double that and make it like what you're hoping to earn, or maybe triple it. So if you were earning 30,000 per month, you can just double it to say this month, because I'm doing this and this, I'm going to be earning 60,000 naira within this next 1 month from doing this thing. Or you can say, okay, if you're already earning 50,000, because that's like what your mind, like your mindset gone. That's where it is at. You cannot start what is your hope from this class? Because if I want to tell you to what you do, like randomly just fantasize, you can tell me that you want to even buy private jets this in these 5 weeks. That one is fantasy. But what is real is just a level up from where you are currently. There's no such thing as shooting for the stars. It's no rocket. Nobody can fly you to that place. Me, I'm not a witch. I'm a witch. I don't have superpowers. I don't have superpowers. Now only my brain I get. And this brain with what I know, it's not going to push you. You just want to pass Dangote in 5 weeks. Anyways, let's get to business. So like I said, I've crafted some notes for you people, but my problem now is where do I start from? Okay, let me start from my head. Yeah, it's not freezing. I've gotten that it's not freezing. Great. We thank God for that. So, like I was saying, we're going to be talking about personal branding and we're going to be talking about niche. Why should you niche down? I don't think you should niche down, honestly. I know this is contradicting anything I have said in the recordings of the class and anything that I must have even said to you, like via DM or even in the group. Yes, because I've been speaking about pick a niche, pick a niche. Yes, that's because I don't find a better word to use, but I'm going to express it now for people to understand better what I'm actually talking about. So what I'm talking about when I say pick a niche for your page is not exactly deciding that it's only makeup I want to be doing. I'm going to be doing makeup. That's good. That's very, very good, especially for a start. But when I say pick a niche, I mean brand yourself, have a voice, have an identity, have something that you are known for. It doesn't even have to be a topic within your brand. It doesn't have to be a topic within your content style or content, whatever. It doesn't have to be that. It could just be your color. It could be an outfit. That might just be your personality, might just be your style, your interest. It could be that you just have this one hairstyle. There's this I've been watching um what's it called? Not Project Fame, Nigeria Idol for a while, for some days, and they've been repeating previous they've been repeating previous episodes, and there was one season where a guy came and he actually proceeded to he went past the audition stage. I don't know what stage he eventually went off, but like it was just like a brief show of him. He had an hair comb on his hair, right? He had an hair comb on his hair. And when he was introducing himself, he said that this hair comb is his signature, that anywhere you see him, you're going to see this hair comb. I found it very stupid and annoying, right? But then again, I know it's a personal brand. It's branding. That's how he wants to brand. But it looks dirty to me. If I see a guy doing that and you are coming to come and talk to me or try to have a conversation with me, I will not even give you the time of day. Because why are you having a comb in your hair? Like, are we in 19? Ricky and Omawumi and Iyanya that was auditioning him. So when he got on stage for his audition, after he has introduced himself and sang, and then he spoke and then talked about his music because he was in a previous season and then he came back again. And so during his audition, Omawumi was now asking like, "Oh, you released that song. Why did you not tag me?" and all of that. Then after he sang and he was graded and everything, Iyanya now mentioned that this comb, it's always in your hair, right? And the guy said yes. And I'm like, wow, you see, somebody noticed his brand. He introduced himself outside of stage during his one-on-one camera session. He introduced himself and said, this is his brand. This is what he's known for, putting that comb in his head. That anytime you see him, you must see that comb. If you don't see that comb, you know that something is wrong. And it was noticed by the judges. That's just what I want from you. That's just all I want from you. Something that people are going to notice from you. That's the niche I've been asking you about. You can be a lifestyle creator. Lifestyle creators have flexibility. I want this light to. It doesn't seem okay. Okay, so I want I want it to be that for every account. Now you're a lifestyle creator. Lifestyle creator, make your hair tomorrow. See the other day, right? As a lifestyle, you have fancy, not but content generally. You have flexibility. This you have the voice. It's not so um oh that's no message. Is it? Yeah, so you guys should be leaving comments. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Let's go finish. Stay here. That's the point. That's the only big thing about this particular ideas no go finish. You have idea you create around everything. So anything content for you. The only problem with you is that you are not going to be made as much as you should have made. So let me explain it. If you pick fashion, fashion is a brand, for example, and you're doing fashion, yeah, line is breaking. Honestly, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. Can you guys hear me now? Went off for a bit back, but can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Hear me. Lifestyle. Okay, you guys can hear me, right? Deborah, you could hear me before I proceed. It's still breaking. I don't know. I'm tempted to now go back to the palace and I came here because of network. It's still breaking. Too bad. Too bad. I have like a lot to say tonight. Mm, okay, just let me know when you can hear me. Mm, is it better? Is it better? Like, is it better or is it still? Okay, you can hear me. Okay, so like I was saying about the lifestyle, the thing with lifestyle is that you're going to continue having ideas. You'll continue having ideas because this is personal branding here. So I don't know. Figure I think it's this other one that was in the class. So this one I'll speak about. Okay, so when we yeah you people can hear me now. So when you're doing lifestyle, you're going to always have something to do, because if you are sleeping to content for your lifestyle brand, if you are cooking, it's content for your lifestyle brand, if you are traveling, it's content for your lifestyle brand, right? But the problem now is that if you're doing lifestyle and you're doing everything, or you're just a content creator and you're doing everything, right? You don't have a voice, you don't have something that you're known for. Somebody else is doing fashion, they've niched down to fashion, they are not doing anything else on their page. The only thing is maybe they just like tweak their fashion into different means, so they can make it comedy, they can make it entertaining, they can make it educational, but it's still fashion they are known for. If 10 brands will reach out to that person in a month, you that is so confused, you will not even see 5 in a month. Do you know why? Because if a fashion brand wants to reach out to you and they see that your best content is skincare, they are going to hold back, like, is there really a market for us with this person? If a skincare brand wants to reach out to you and they come to your page, they're like, we cannot exactly tell whether this is actually doing skincare, if it's fashion or if it's no, it's not the right person for us. If what now? Let's say a gadget brand wants to reach out to you, it's cracking again. Damn. Nobody will want to work with you as much. I don't know what to do. Honestly, I don't know what to do with this breaking that is breaking like this. Honestly, it seems fine from my end, but I don't know what to do, man. It's not cracking, so maybe it's your network. So if a brands are going to be confused as to what they can actually put out to you, especially if they don't communicate with you. You are only going to be getting brand deals, maybe the ones you reached out to and proved your potential to them, or brands that maybe they're not big enough, so they don't really care so much for what you do or how you, they just want you to post because they feel like you can actually enhance their brand or their product. That's the only thing. So think about it. When somebody is there doing one particular thing, they are known for that particular thing, and 10 brands under that particular niche have reached out to them. You that is trying to get from everywhere, you have not even gotten from 5 different brands yet. Somebody's already getting multiple brand deals, already getting multiple clients doing one thing. You get this. If you're doing digital marketing, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because digital marketing is not about online to sell digital product. That's not what digital marketing is about. That's literally, it's just buying and selling, is business. It's not full marketing, is all round marketing. Email marketing, inbound marketing, whatever form of marketing is all what digital marketing is about. And it is very, very goes beyond just Facebook ads. There's ads for all the different platforms under digital marketing. Website creation, website development, website building, website, everything about the website, it's all in digital marketing. Even data analysis is inside digital marketing. But the problem is, if you decide to focus on digital marketing, right, you're going to be lost, especially if you're just starting to be lost. You won't know you won't know where to put your foot. You won't know where to stand. Because today, if I'm coming to you and say, oh, I need you to run ads for YouTube, and you're like, no, it's only Facebook ads we used to run. How are you a digital marketer? How are you a digital marketer? But if you're a social media manager or you are a meta ads manager, it is so simple that if I'm looking for meta ads manager, I come straight to you. I know this is exactly what you're doing. I think first I think if it's breaking, it should be from your network because every other person says it's okay. So first I think unless if it's breaking from any other person's end, so I know. But if it's just you first I think it's your network. If mine is disconnecting, it's going to be showing here that it's disconnecting. So guys, let's I think I don't know if I've done justice yet to why you should actually pick a skill. Now I'm going to give you from my notes how to actually pick a niche. I think I got a note on that. Just give me a minute. Let me. No, not storytelling here. No storytelling. We're not speaking on storytelling here. I want to get to personal branding last. So I want to first of all can barely put one or two together. Please, it's okay for every other person first. Or maybe it's your network. I'm sorry about that. Maybe it's your network. Guys, I want to give you a practical step by step on how to like pick. It's inside the course. I thought it was actually on this note, but it seems like it's not on this note. It's actually in the course. And I don't want to like read out anything from the course. Our network is actually very terrible. You know what, guys? Let me just move from here. Let me go to let me first of all try out down from down next to see how that one works. I mean, like, is this room that's supposed to have better network than the network is actually very terrible. Okay, you know what? Let me just. Mm, yeah, I'm coming. I'll continue. I just want to move from here and see if the network just if the network
Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Is it better now? There's a countdown. Countdown, okay. Where did you say the countdown? Jane, what countdown are you talking about? Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay. Okay. So let us proceed. So as I was saying, yeah, um, when picking an interest, right, as a, I said this in the course recording and in the notes, as a creator, you don't have to niche down. Honestly, you don't have to niche down. And when I say you don't have to niche down, I don't mean that you have to be a jack of all trades, especially at once. Because I feel like the biggest lie that most of these billionaires told us was that um, you can actually do, you should have up to 7 streams of income, which is not a lie. Yes, it is true actually, but I guess they didn't give us the context. They didn't give us the full gist. So the idea is not having 7 streams of income. The idea is having as much income as you can handle. Now, you cannot start up a wig business. You're selling wigs and you put 50,000 naira into that wig business. You're able to buy 5 wigs. You are hoping to sell and make 100,000 naira from that 50,000 naira. Now, when you sell, you eventually made the 100,000 naira. That 100,000 naira comes back. The only reasonable thing for you to do is to take the 100,000 naira, invest it back into that wig, and now get 100,000 naira wig so that you can get 200,000 naira by the end of the next sales. Right? That's the only reasonable thing to do. But because you want to have multiple streams of income, you will take that your 100,000 naira that you have made from your 50,000 naira capital, you now take the 50,000 naira profit and go and start a fresh new business. Now you are starting afresh again. You are, especially those of you that even move because you feel like, okay, this is where it is hot. Go for the bag, oh, go for the bag. See me, I'm the biggest person when it comes to jumping into bags. I jump into any bag. I know that that is actually a bag. But to what extent and how are you managing it? I personally have multiple skills, like multiple skills, and it's not to brag. We all can accommodate as many information and as many skills. Unfortunately, it's blank. Jane, I think it's your network. So there's like multiple skills that each and every one of us can actually do. There are multiple things we can do, whether with our hands, with our brain, right? The only problem is, how are you doing them? Because if you try to do all of them at once, you will fall. I've said this before. I think I said this in the free class. You will fall, though, and you will fall so hard that it will even break your own heart. You by yourself, it will break your heart. So, what is best for you is to start with one. And that was the reason I created this class. Start with one and then use that one when you have develop it so well that you become so good at it that whenever you want to talk about something else, people will not think it twice. Do you get, like, Develop on one first. No, don't be telling me you want to do lifestyle, you want to be a social media manager, you want to be develop on one. Have a voice that, in fact, when you use that same voice to talk about something else, no matter how far that thing is away from your niche, people will not even think about it. It's like building a brand around social media management, right? You're a social media manager, you help businesses get visibility online, you help brands or coaches or whatever get visibility online. That's what you do, right? As a social media manager. It will frustrate you, but leave that your comment first. So you have a brand as a social media manager. You are doing great. You manage your own social media, you're managing client social media, you've managed multiple client social media, and as you're doing it, you're documenting on your own social media platform. People are seeing your growth. They saw how you move from 100 followers to 1,000 followers. They saw how you move from 1,000 followers to 10,000 followers. Like they literally saw you grow, right? Now you've now grown and you now have, let's say, 100,000 followers that are very engaging, 100,000 community for that matter. You've been doing social media, you've been talking about social media. All you do every day is come online and teach people how to go about their social media. That's what you have been doing. You have been working for clients doing social media. The day you like this now, that people have grown on you or you have grown on them, the day that you will come out on social media and come and say, I'm going for this singing competition. I'm watching Nigeria Idol, so I decided to use that as an example. I'm going for this singing competition. It's like different. It's very different. It's not what they've never seen you sing on your platform before. They've never heard you self. It's only social media tips you're coming. But the fact that it is you who have built that brand. It is you who they've seen go from 0 to 100,000. That's you that is talking about it. They are going to support you. I bet you they will support you. That's just what it is. You cannot just start from you cannot start from zero doing one or doing two from zero, and you have not even gone to five yet, not to talk of 100, and you're already doing five. When there are people who are even at 100,000, they are not even doing two yet. You in this life, there's nothing we brought to, like, there's nothing that is our own. We came in and met everything. Even the knowledge you have, it was built in. You didn't you sabi share knowledge. I mean, now you share, give yourself. If now you share me, you can't share, give me. We didn't give ourselves any of all these things. We just learned them in this world, in this life, gone, and we learn everything. So the same way you pick ideas and personality and identity from people, you see somebody, you like the person, you're like, okay, if I want this fan and noise and there's heat in this parlor. You see somebody and you're like, okay, this person, I think I like what they're doing, right? I like how they built their personal brand and I would like to build my brand like them. But when you want to build your brand like them, it's clear, Abby. When you want to build your brand like that person, you are now doing an entirely different thing from what the person is doing, and you're expecting to see the person's results. How? It's not possible. Somebody that you look up to, that you saw that, okay, this person went from 100 followers to 100,000 followers, and you were like, oh my god, this person, I think I like their move, I like how they did this, I want to replicate this. The person you are looking at probably was doing cooking content. Maybe you also do cooking content. That's why the person was your inspiration initially. But you are saying, oh, I'm a photographer as well. I'm a fashion kini as well. I want to do this one too. How? How? It's not going to work, honestly. It's not going to work. It's not. You just have to pick a stand. Start with that. Pick it when you know that you are comfortable in it. That if you even they sleep, they wake you up, say, Alpha, can't do this thing for that particular niche or interest you have picked. You will be able to jump up and attend to it. Get to that level first, then you now add anything else that you want to add. And it will come so easy. It will be so easy. Trust me, it will be so easy. Anyways, before I go to personal branding, now I have talked to you about your niche and why I think it is okay to niche. Even though you can have a multi personality, but you should be known for something. And I also said that that something doesn't exactly have to be a content style, a content type, or a content topic. It could be your personality. It could be that you're only doing talking heads. That's your niche. That's what people know you for. So it doesn't have to be that your talking head must be about how to create content. No. Your talking head could be today about relationship, tomorrow about food, next tomorrow about music, the next day about books, right? It could be about several different things, but you are known that once you don't sit down for that chair, you won't come talk wisdom. Let people see that background, see that chair, and think about you. Let people be in their house without their phone and be thinking, ha, what is this person thinking next? What is MJ about to come and show tomorrow? I've not watched MJ's content today. What will she have posted? Let me go and see. Be in that position first. Or at least get to that position. That is the position you want to be with whatever it is that you are creating. It doesn't have to be your topic once again. But if you're a business owner or a service provider, the connection between the two of you is that you need people to come and pay you. If you're just a content creator or an influencer, which is almost the exact same thing, but if you're a content creator or an influencer or want to be a content creator or an influencer, you don't have to pick a specific topic. You don't have to pick a specific niche. You just need to have a unique personality by yourself. Maybe it's what you say. Maybe it's that particular word you say in the beginning of all your videos, or maybe it's the particular word you say at the end of all your videos, or maybe it's the way you write your text, or maybe it's something, your background, your hair, your glasses. There's this guy on TikTok. He goes viral like every single week, right? He wears this, he's a white guy. He wears this orange glasses. That's his identity. Even his DP, you see him with that orange glasses. It's like those children glasses, but he's always wearing that. That's his signature. He talks about TikTok growth, fine and good, but he has that signature. So whatever your signature is going to be, hold on to it, right? As a creator. But as a business and as a service provider, the relationship between the two of you is that you need people to actually come and pay you for something. Unlike creators that get paid for just making content, just being on the screen, they get paid for that. You need somebody to need you to pay you. So somebody needs to want a hair to pay you for your hair to get the hair. Somebody needs to want to manage their social media to pay you for a social media service, right? That's the connection between business and services. When you own a business, you're selling products to people, and when you offer a service, like you do things for people and get money in return. So that's the connection. Now, the reason why these two people must pick a niche, you hear me say must, you must. Network is bad again. Is network bad again? These people should speak. Is the network bad again? Benny, are you scaring me or what? Guys, please comment. Is the network bad? Is it okay? Can you people hear me? I don't want to talk through it. It's okay, right? Okay, it's good. Okay, great. So you must pick a niche as a business owner or a service provider. The reason why you must pick a niche is simply because I just have to turn on this fan. I know that people might not be hearing me again, but there's heat too. Inside that room there was AC. Like light is even low. Okay, it's not low. Okay. I don't know if the noise is bad. Is the fan disturbing? Is the fan sound disturbing my voice? Okay, it's clear. Okay, great. So business owners and service providers, You have to pick a niche. It is a must. Like, I'm not giving you an option of it's you are your brand. You are your brand when you are a creator, when you are an influencer, you are the brand because people just want to know your personality. So you need to have a personality. That's what you need for content creator or influencer. You need a personality. But for service providers and businesses, you need a niche. That means you need something that you are selling. Gangan. You need to have something you are selling. You are not selling everything in Jesus' mighty name. You are not selling everything and you are not serving everybody. So you must pick a niche, whether you like it or not. To pick a niche, you just have to think within yourself. What is that thing? I can't find it in these notes. Which note did I put it? I cannot rinse and pick up that note, Shambo. Okay. So you need to think within yourself. What is that thing? Let's see the one. Sorry, guys. So you need to think within yourself. What is that thing that it is now? Some people still cannot see the live stream or what? I don't understand. Those that are here, please, is it okay? Because people in the group are saying, and even in my DM, so the reason why you must pick a niche is because Molara, I think that's your network because it's clear for other people now. Like I said, guys, if the network is bad, I will know because it will be counting here. Like it will be showing on my screen. There's a network icon here. Okay, everything is fine. Okay, great. So the reason why you must pick a niche as a business owner or a service provider is because as you're offering that service, you're not offering services to everybody. You need to be clear on who you are offering services to. That's the only way you can make money. If you come on the internet and you say you're a video editor, you're a graphics designer, you're a content creator, you're a social media manager, you're a virtual assistant. If I need a virtual assistant, I will not be sure what you are really good at. Whether you're an expert in video editing, whether you're an expert in content creation, whether you're an expert in ads, I would not know what you are an expert in. So for me to give you my money, I'd rather go and look for somebody that I know that this is what they are focused on and they are an expert in it. That's the person, that's the person I want to go and give my money for services. Same thing as if I come on your page, let's say I search for kitchen items and then I search on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever I said kitchen items or kitchen utensils or kitchen gadgets or whatever. Kitchen related, kitchen stuff is what I want to buy. Maybe I want to buy pots. And then I open this particular page where maybe in their bio they have we sell kitchen items, or maybe in their account name is kitchen something something. And then I click on that account and the account opens up and I'm seeing bag, hair, maybe weight gain products. Because I've seen pages that do this. That's why I'm telling people now. And I see weight gain products and I see jewelry. And then maybe it takes me like 2, 3, 4 scrolls to actually see anything cooking related. Maybe a set of spoons or maybe the pots that I'm actually looking for. I'm not going to rate you. I promise you, I'm not going to rate you. And that's the same for all of us. Nobody will rate you. You yourself no go rate yourself. If now you come that page, come look that page. I know it's easy to say, but I like this, but I know how to do this. You know how to do all. So fucking what? Now you start them. Not be you start them. Supplement, thank you. See, some pages can be very annoying that you will not even know you cannot even tell, okay, what is this person actually about? Because your account name is telling me a different story. Your bio is telling a different story. Your profile, your content on your profile, they are all telling different stories because you are confused. Algorithm self don't confuse. You don't know who to show your content to. Whether it's what I want to come and buy kitchen things or it's what it will be hard to find you. It will be hard for you to make money. See, if you really, really want to make money, you first of all think about all the things you love watching, the content that brings you to social media every day, that thing that you're interested in that makes you turn on TikTok, go online to go and you search, literally search for that particular type of content on YouTube, anywhere. You search for that particular type of content. Think about what content is that. What is that content? That is your interest. First. That is your interest. Now, when you have picked that interest, you know that, okay, I'm interested in this thing because I enjoy it, because it's something you enjoy that you'll be able to create yourself. Now, you've seen that, okay, this fashion content, I really enjoy coming to this person's page, or this lifestyle creator. Some people like Nunu. But as much time I have spent on the internet and as much as I even know Nunu, I do not like her. I'm sorry to say, she has not done anything to me, not for anything she has done on the internet or social media or whatever. I just don't like her. That's my own opinion. I'm not going to force it on anybody, right? I'm not going to force liking or unliking her on anybody. But the thing is, my own is Nunu is not a creator I enjoy. But people say, if you want to watch aesthetic lifestyle content that is so calming, I just find the girl sad. I don't know if that's the word, but like, I don't like her, honestly. I cannot even lie about it. I don't like Nunu. But there are people who enjoy that kind of content. That's just to tell me that the is tafia, start to do your own tafia because that's what you have interest in. Now, back to what I was saying. So, it just goes down to the fact that aesthetic lifestyle content is probably not what, or maybe that kind of aesthetic. Nuno's type of aesthetic lifestyle content is going out, hanging out with friends, having so that's not my kind of lifestyle content. My kind of lifestyle content, I think I've shared it with people in the free class. It's June. You see June? Maybe, okay, not maybe. You see, June's lifestyle content, right, is about staying indoors. She's always in her house unless she wants to go and stock up her things, right? She's always in her house. That's my own lifestyle. The only time you see me out of this door, the only time I will step out of this door is if I want to go and stock food stuff or there's actually something very important that needs to take me outside. Other than that, I'm always in this house. That's why I love June, because it just gives me me. It's a me kind of, it's an MJ's lifestyle, just somebody else acting it. That's the same thing with Nunu. For people who enjoy going out, that's their kind of lifestyle, that's their kind of vibe. They enjoy bigger stuff, they buy expensive wig, Nunu is their type of people. So once you already figure that one out, that okay, this is the kind of content I consume. I like this kind of content. I like people that create this content. I always follow them. I always watch it. Just know that that's something that you resonate with. It's either you want to be there or you are already there. So start creating that kind of content. Now, that's just one way to know or think, okay, this is what I think I can do on social media. Another way is, what are you already doing? It might not sound interesting to you. You might be a student. That might be what you're currently already doing. It might not sound interesting to you. But trust me, it is interesting. It is interesting, and you should try to romanticize it and film it. You saw the way Benny did that going out, having time. There are people that will resonate with that. For me, first of all, she said she have not finished exam. What is even funny when the exam is still going on? Nothing is funny to me. No, I don't even want to see plants. I'm angry. I don't want to touch grass. Do you get, like, I'm mad? I don't like school. So and I can't even relate or resonate to that. Even when I was in school, I would not resonate to that kind of Venice content. That's just me. But people who are students and understand that, oh, exams can be hectic, and sometimes after one particular paper, you might want to go out and chill, they will resonate to that kind of content. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So if you have picked that, if you have understood that and understood your interest as per what you are currently doing, you can start filming it, and you could just go on with that. But the problem with that one is that it has to change, because you don't remain the same every time. You have to change as well. So if you were a student, you're going to graduate eventually, and then you move on to other things. You're no longer going to be creating school content. You're going to be creating other type of content. But it will just be easy for you to move, because your followers are now going to understand that, okay, this was graduation day. We have now graduated. Marvella, for example, Marvella is a fashion beauty creator. She does makeup and skincare. She's a beauty creator. But she took us through a schooling process, because every time she does beauty, normal makeup, wig styling, skincare videos, she would usually talk about school and everything inside of it. She would talk about school inside of it. Now, people now started knowing that, okay, Marvella left Nigeria to go and school in the US. Marvella is currently schooling in the US. Marvella took us through all of that stage, her entire influencer stage and all of that, and then she eventually graduated and became a big ass influencer and got everything that she always dreamt of. People are still following her, people are still resonating with her. People resonated with her when she was a student and documenting as a student. People are still resonating with her now that she's documenting, even as after school. Do you understand? So, what do you think? What do you think is in your hands right now? Not accepting you is nobody needs to accept you. Where my assistants? Sure, I'm supposed to be blind to all these messages. Okay, so you see Marvella, everybody is still resonating with Marvella. Though I lost interest in Marvella. I love Marvella till date. I still love her, but I lost interest in her type of content, because she went from giving me story time to now being an outside girl. She's now having all the fun. I love it for her. She has a brand now. She's now grown and blown. Yes, you people can ask questions after now, but let me finish. So she's now big and blown and everything. But my own be say, the Marvella I used to like was that Marvella that was always doing makeup inside her room. That's my vibe. That's my vibe. That Marvella that was always telling me all the stories, all the gist and shit. And if she goes out, I don't see her out. I only see her doing the makeup for the out. That was the Marvella I liked. So do you see how our personality can actually shape our type of content, right? I'm giving it all away to you guys. I am done with how you can pick your niche. Now you can Sabia, you want to pick am. You still find some of the information in the class notes and in the recording. But let's move to personal branding. For this one, let me and this notes, because I stole it from somewhere. So okay, so for this personal branding, I have two. So let's just go over it. So let's go straight into Mimi, see the way you just cut my view from when I was. You must enter head. Nothing people can even do. You must enter head. I can't reply to that message. For now, it's okay. Okay. I can't reply to that message now. Okay, so um let's cut straight into facts. Now, when building a personal brand, I got this from a favorite creator of mine. I follow him on YouTube and on TikTok. He's good. He's not so big, but he's very, very good. And I picked these points from him. So, when picking a personal brand, there are some things to note and point out. So, the first point is the POV or perspective view, right? I don't like reading from notes, and this one is very important that I read from notes. I'm still going to I prefer to speak from my head because inspiration day, but I really need to read from what he actually said so that people can understand. So the first point is the POV, which is the point of view or perspective point. Now, this simply means what are you fighting for, or what are you fighting against, right? So what this means is, what is your, we actually think that when we see some big creators, right, and we like them. For example, I love Tacha. See, you see Tacha, I don't think I'll outgrow Tacha. I don't care even if they tell me, they show me evidence, they say Tacha key person. I don't think I'll ever lose love for Tacha. It's just that bad. Like, I don't know how I got to that point with her, but right from the show, in fact, at the beginning of the show, I didn't like her because I knew her before Big Brother Ninja, and the Tacha I knew before Big Brother Ninja was this sass, raz, always talking shit, always talking about, she was like Cider Budge, the very Cider Budge that we hate. That was the kind of Tacha before she went to Big Brother. Now, while in Big Brother house, I fell totally in love with Tacha. Until this day, nothing Tacha will post on the internet that me, I will not consume. It's not possible. See, I will consume, I will save. Is that bad? Like, I love Tacha that much. There are other celebrities, Big Brother Ninja housemates safe that I like, but you see Tacha, I know they joke with Tacha. Saida baby, they crazy. Now my live stream for the cause Saida baby, Saida they crazy, Saida we no get sense. Anyways, so as I was saying, you see Tacha like this, I love her so much. Now, a lot of us like Tacha or Messi K or any other celebrity, influencer, or whoever that you love. But the truth is, outside the personality of that person, you don't really like that person. If you give me Tacha without the sass in Big Brother Ninja house, I don't like her. Like, give me somebody that is in Tacha's body that is not Tacha, that didn't go through all that process in Big Brother Ninja house, that didn't come out of all that drama and be the big girl that she is now. Give me that person, but still bearing that Tacha body. I don't like the person. What I really, truly like is the personality. You see that personality? You see that Tacha that she did in that live stream? You see that no leave, no transfer energy that she gave from beginning to the end of that show, or at least till she left? That's what I love. The same thing goes for any other person that you like. You do not really like people. You don't just see somebody and say, fine face. Fine face doesn't go anywhere. Honestly, it doesn't go anywhere. You cannot see somebody and say, because they are beautiful. They are beautiful can only take you close. But getting to love them and attach to them, it's the personality. It is what they are fighting for or fighting against. That's what you're attracted to. So what are you fighting for or fighting against? That's your point of view. That's what people are going to see, and it's going to attract them to you. So you need to identify it. What is your point of view? If you need to build a personal brand, you need to understand your point of view. You need to understand your perspective. In whatever, the way to actually pick a perspective, I think it is written here as well. Yeah, exactly. Okay. To find find your own POV. Yeah, so this is what I want to speak about. To find your own POV, when you are scrolling through the internet, or you already have people who you know and follow in your niche or interest, so that means someone already doing or talking about what you want to do or talk about, and ask yourself, what do you feel like is overdone, misinterpreted, or misunderstood or wrongly portrayed. So when you are looking, if you want to pick your own personal branding, right? When you are looking at people that are in your niche, the people that you are fighting against poverty. You are fighting against poverty. They play. It is a poverty complaint, especially for this Nigeria. Anyways, so when you want to pick your niche, right? You already know those people, those creators that you like, or you already know that particular topic that you like. You already know the creator that brings you to TikTok every day. You already know the topic that interests you across all platforms. You watch a movie about it, you read a book about it, you study it in school, whatever it is. You know that this thing is of interest to you, right? Now, that particular thing, what is the gap? In content, let me write this thing. I don't think I have it here, but let me write it down. It's just flashed to my head now. Oh, I'm not come here with my pen. Okay. Can't find my pen, but I won't let that delay me. So in content, there's always a gap to be filled. And you have to fill that gap. Using our undiluted love. Content gap. I just don't want to forget this. I need it for something else, so I'll just put it down. So you need to find out from this. I follow this creator, I follow this creator, I follow this creator, and they all talk about this thing. Maybe it's childbirth, for example. You're a mom and you want to be talking about childbirth, or maybe a childbirth in general, how to give birth to children, what pregnancy does to you, everything around that topic, right? That's what you want to be talking about. Now, you follow this creator, you follow this creator, and you follow this creator. You find that they are all saying the same thing. They are all around the same topic of childbirth, but they are not representing it well. You have gone through childbirth. It could be any topic. I'm just using this as an example. So you have gone through childbirth and you know what it is like. And you're like, I feel like this person has not spoken about this thing. This person has not spoken about this thing. Or maybe this person spoke about it, but they didn't really express it well as it should. And I don't think that, maybe it's postpartum depression. Maybe that's the topic. And you're like, this person is scared to touch on this topic. I can feel it. This person is also scared to touch on this topic. This person as well was the only one that maybe tried to talk about it, but they didn't really talk about it like they understood it. I understand it. Let me talk about it. Hold it on. Hold on to that thing. That's what people will pay you money for. I promise you. Because you have seen that, okay, across everybody you know that is doing that same topic, they seem to be avoiding something. And whether you like it or not, there's always that gap. There's always a content gap. There's always something that people are not speaking on. Speak on that thing. Start speaking on it. Broaden it. Open it. You see that onion? Be opening it every day in all your content. Be opening all the layers of that one single topic. You can still say every other thing that they are saying, right, about childbirth and everything. But you see that your own spice now. That's the one you will hold on to, and you will create multiple content around it. Do you understand? That's one way to actually pick a topic. What do you feel like you disagree with? Okay, again, what you have heard frequently from them. For example, it is mostly social media people that are actually taking advantage of this one, and I think everybody should. You see, when people, this thing that was trending on TikTok, how to go viral on TikTok, because everybody creating content, creating growth content or social media content or content now realize that people want to grow. New people are coming on social media, New people are coming on social media and they want to start growing, but the trouble or the problem everybody is having is they don't know how to go viral. Everybody wants to go viral, but they don't know how to go viral. So content creators, growth coach, everybody started leeching. They started leeching on that topic, and everybody start doing how to grow, how to go viral on TikTok. Then one person just started engage from the bottom up, and boom, everybody start doing engage from the bottom up, engage from every content you see. How to go viral on TikTok, engage from bottom up. How to do engage from bottom up. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You're only just giving them engagement. It's simple. It's as simple as that. It doesn't really work. You're bringing engagement to the person that you're engaging on their platform, not to your own self. No, the algorithm is not looking at you to say, okay, you have engaged with this post that say you want to go viral. Okay, I will make you go viral. Nothing like that. It all still boils down to your content. But you see how people in that space, people in that content space, in that social media growth space, took advantage of the fact that people want to grow. They saw that people need to understand how to grow on social media. They leveraged on that and started using it to grow their own accounts. You can call it selfish, but it is just strategy. That's the same strategy you should deploy for yourself for any topic you are trying to go through, whatever interest niche or whatever you are picking. Look for the biggest creators in that niche, the most average. Select like 10 top creators that are over 100,000, 10 medium creators that are between 100 to 50,000 or 10,000. Then search another 10 or 20 smaller creators that are that are below 10K, from 10K down. Research this body of creators. The only people take seriously in that list is the people at the bottom. I'm not saying maybe now. I'm not saying they don't have potential. Oh my God. Can you guys hear me? Because the network is doing some. Guys, can everybody hear me now? Can we hear me? I'm back. Yeah, the network was only bad because there was a pop-up on my phone. When there is like an SMS, no network on my phone, it stops the network from browsing. But can you guys hear me now? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Hi. Ah, it's blank, but can you hear me? You can hear me, or you just can't see me. Okay. If you can't see me, it's not bad, man. It's fine. Do I really need to be seen? There's nothing in my face now. It's just me talking. All you need is to hear me. So as long as you can hear me, I'm good. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. I'm finally seeing my thing. Can see you and hear you. Oh, perfect. Okay, so as I was saying, for every niche, there is a content gap. Within this course, there's a topic where I don't know if it is in module one or module two, but there was a topic I was working on that requires me to teach you how to get content. How to get content. So on that note, we are going to be doing the all the big big deals of how you can actually find out content gap content and all of that. But for now, I'll just tell you that for any niche you pick, this light is blasting in my eyes, but the look of it. I hope you guys can hear me. If there's any point where you cannot hear me, please be sure to type quickly so that I will not continue if you're not hearing me. You made your hair. I've made my hair like since all the live stream I've done in this class. I've not been saying me made my hair. I've been not me grace the talk to grace the grace. Guys, you can see me now, right? Okay. It's back. I need more people to say that they can see me. Yeah, it's really frustrating. It's not letting the class flow. Okay, you can see me now. Great. Let's proceed. So I was speaking about content gap. So for every topic you pick, there is a content gap. And you need to figure out that content gap when trying to niche. Excuse excuse me, that gap in that content, in that industry you want to get into, that gap is what is going to be your niche, is what will stand you out. You need to figure out what every other person is saying and probably are saying wrong. So maybe everybody says, for skincare, maybe everybody says put the toner first and then put moisturizer and then put serum on top and then put moisturizer. Come and say, no, that's not how it's done. It is toner, moisturizer, and serum. I know that's wrong, but like something like that. Look for that particular thing that you know that okay, this is what people are not talking about, or this is a mistake they are making. Correct that mistake and pick that correction as your niche. It might sound crazy and funny, but it works. It works. Dwell on it over and over again. One thing about social media is that no matter how many times you repeat something, nobody cares. Nobody cares. See, you can create content today and say 5 best moisturizer, and you post it and it doesn't do well. It does maybe 100 and something views, 500 and something views. It does the hundreds, doesn't even get to thousands. You can create with the same 5 moisturizers and moisturizers I've used in the past Kinokon years that I love, and list those 5 moisturizers again. If that one doesn't work again, come back again with the same 5 moisturizers again. And these are the moisturizers your celebrities are using. Another hook, another video, another content entirely, but the same thing. The same thing, you're repeating it over and over and over and over and over again until it gets to the right people, until it goes viral. Continue repeating it, repeating it, repeating it. Just change a few things and repeat it, repeat it, repeat. As long as that is working, you know that that is going to work. Continue, especially if it has worked for somebody before, because the most interesting and simplest way to actually go viral on social media is to go and copy what somebody else have already done. I mentioned earlier that none of us came into this world with any knowledge, anything. We came and saw everything, we learned it. For example, as a child, I think this is someone recently, for a child that is just growing up, you see somebody, an adult, open a door and they go out of that door and they lock the door. And in your baby mind, you're thinking, oh, that means I can open that door and go out of the door. Then you try it, right? And you open the door, you go out of the door, and you actually go out. Then you see that, okay, that's how doors work. You open it and you go out. Nobody is going to, even if you see 100 doors later, it's the same method. You're not going to call and say, hello, mommy, how to open this particular door? You've already seen it being done once. You know that it works, and you assume that it works for every other thing. That's the same perspective you should have for social media. That's the same mindset you should have for social media. Repeat it, repeat. That you see, you know that this is the pattern, this is how it goes, this is how it works. Don't invent it. Don't bring new thing. Don't even try to redo it. Don't bring in any new form, any new idea to it. Use it as it is. use it as is. Take that is you has the advantage you have. Use it like that and continue repeating until it eventually works for you. If you think that this influencer that you like is doing the same thing as you, maybe they're selling skincare products, you are also selling skincare products. This is what this influencer does. Okay, I think I should also start doing this thing. Then start doing that same thing. If maybe the influencer they are doing short skits or comedy like content for all their product, maybe like they are advertising their product, but they're like making it like into small comedy kind of skits that still advertises their product. Or maybe they only just talk about their products in the caption, but they always make funny. I know a brand that does this. That's what I'm saying. They are a big skincare brand. I think it's Tika, and they're always like making short, nice, funny clip. Though sometimes they do educational content. Steal that idea. If you have to even steal the exact video idea they did, steal it. Just refine it. Refine it in your own way. Make it your own. Make your own touch. Put your spice. When they put spice, I don't say they are wearing black shirt, you should wear white shirt. Or if they wore back, you should braid. That's the changing. That means you still copy word for word. Get the concept when you are watching content to open your creator mind. You need to watch quality content. Quality content in your niche. That's what I said. As you are creating your new account, make sure that you are searching for only relevant things. You're searching for only topics relating to your niche, so that you can be consuming content that will broaden your mind. Right now, the what that would do is that you're now going to be seeing content from creators that are in your niche and what is working for them. When you see that one particular content and you want to copy it, carry it, look at it, scrutinize it. Why did they choose this topic in this their content now? Why did they choose this topic? What is their hook? Why did they use this hook? Take that hook, Alpha, turn this thing, make it sound like me. After all, by now you should have already fed ChatGPT all your information. ChatGPT should already understand your brand voice, your tone, your everything. Then tell ChatGPT this thing they said here now, tweak it so that it can sound like me. And ChatGPT will change that hook and give you a better hook that will sound more like you. But it is still going to be you replicating that same thing, just not exactly the same way. You don't look at people to copy and paste. You look at them to model them. You model, you don't copy and paste anybody for any reason. You're going to be committing an offense, and even if you're not committing an offense, you're going to even be doing yourself a disservice because you are influencing that person more when you try to do exactly, especially maybe you just even save their video and come and post the exact video. Is everything well? Is everything all right there? Don't do that. Don't copy people word for word. I've seen lots of creators do that where they copy like word for word. It is tempting to want to copy word for word, especially when you see a creator that you feel like, oh, this person is big, but I don't think a lot of person in Nigeria know this person because they are like foreign. So let me copy. It is very, very risky. It is very risky. That's why we have ChatGPT now. We have Grammarly. Copy the whole content, the whole context, the whole idea. Think about it from the hook to the end point. Why did they do this? Which pillar did this particular content fall under? Why did they choose to do this particular content? What is the concept behind it? When you figure out everything, why that content was put out by that brand, being a big brand, you will be able to utilize it. You'll be able to utilize it for your own account. I hope I'm making sense. Good. Now, let's move on. So the first point to note when you want to start up your personal brand, the first point to note is POV. You need to have a POV. You need to have a point of view or perspective. I hope we're writing it down. So you have a point of view or perspective. So that thing that is peculiar to you, that your own voice, your own POV, your own what you are fighting for, or what you are fighting against, or what you want to be heard for, basically what you represent, right? That one. That one. That's the topic. That's your niche. No mind, no mind, no. Not be BN stitches. Make sure they do it in their hand. Now we get. So number two, your audience story. Now, you see how I said audience story? Because everybody says, know your audience. And we always go, I should repeat what? Molara, repeat what? I don't know what you said I should repeat. So instead of people, when you hear audience, you're always thinking, oh, I want to target females in Lagos. That's demographics. And while demographics is important, especially for marketing, yes, it is important. But what is more important than that is psychographic. What is the psychographic here? The psychographic still isn't just the first one is point of view or perspective. That's what I've been explaining since morning. Your own point of view, what you represent, what you fight for, fight against. That's that topic that differentiates you from every other person. That's gap. Lagos body, favor. Lagos body. That is an identity and that is a demographic. But what you should look for mostly is psychographic. Psychographic is not even psychographic as we know it in social media management, because as a social media manager or as an ads manager, you need to understand first of all if you're working for a client, the number three thing, not the first thing, because there are other things you need to do, but like the number three thing you need to note from a brand or find out from a brand before you work with them or why you start working with them is their audience. And by knowing their audience, you need to understand the audience demographics. The demographic is their age, how much they earn, the school they went to, what level of education they have, what their location, those normal things that you can easily know about a person. Like if you want to scan through a person now, I say, oh, what's your favorite color? What's the movie do you like? Those are demographic. Those are basic knowledge about anybody, and multiple people can have that particular demographic. But when it comes to psychographic, that's where you get into the person's mentality, the person's brain, and you will be able to like narrow it down very well and meet a direct target audience and touch the heart of somebody. Because on social media, what you need is to target one person. Speak to one person. When I say one person, I mean one single person. The same way you need to pick a niche. When you pick that niche, when you want to craft your story, when you want to brand, you are speaking to one person. You understand why. Now, for audience story, your audience is not just a human figure. They are not just the 34 years old graduates, whatever. No. Your audience is not just the average 24-year-old graduate. Exactly. I didn't even know that's what was here. Okay. Graduate looking for a job, or a 5-year-old at home make money online. Instead, your audience is a story, not a bullet list. Your demographic is that bullet list of are you a student between the age of 18 to 24? Are you looking to make money online? Those are bullet lists. The psychographic, who your audience truly is in their mind. Because when we are coming on the internet every day, our demographic is only put on the internet once. When you are creating that account, that's when you tell social media, I am 20, I am 18, I am 24, I am 25. Right? But when you want to come and consume the content on the internet, or you want to come and create, you don't give anybody any demographics anymore. But rather you give psychographics. We now know how you think and what you think. That's what we consume from everybody every day on social media. Their psychographic, their thinking, their abilities. So you need to target that in your audience. But that's not all. Your audience is a story, not a bullet list. So know your audience beyond demographics. You need to also know their okay. You need to also know their psychographics. So write a detailed day in the life. Okay, yeah. So this is how you understand. Can people hear me, please? Leave comments because I'm not seeing any more comments. If people can hear me, please leave comments. Photocopier activation. Please, people should leave comments if you can hear me. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. Okay, great. Okay, so on number 2, we're talking about okay, good, you're focused. Okay, great. We're talking about yes, but it's breaking. Is it breaking for other people? Are busy only being stitches? Favor said they can hear me. Grace said they can hear me. Valentina, okay, I think it's just being that has bad network. So we're talking about audience story. We're not saying I'm not saying know your audience now, which is basically what I would have said before. Know your audience. But I am telling you now that knowing your audience is not it, because knowing your audience means knowing their demographics. But I'm saying that what you truly need is knowing your audience story. So to get to know this, you simply have to write down. Let me read from here. So write a detailed day in the life of your ideal customer or audience. Make it as detailed as possible. Okay, so you are writing 2 things. The first one, you will write, Jane, your network is so slow that I can't even, you are still in that backside. Anyway, so to know the number 2, remember for perspective, for POV, number 1, I said to know your POV, you needed to watch content from people who are doing the exact same thing as you that you like, or basically just get a group of people from the top tier, middle tier, and low tier people who are creating content in your niche or in your interests, or like what you like and what you enjoy, or what you content that you always film and watch. Get people who are doing it on a big scale between 100K to like 1 million followers. Get people who are also doing it between 100,000 followers to around 10K followers. Then also get a list of people who are doing it between, that's people who are good at it, not just any person doing it, but people who are good at it. Below K followers down, right? Then you check out what they are not doing, what they are not saying, what they are not talking about, and you can talk about. That can be your own identity. Start talking about it, or look for what talking about, or the content gap is what they're not talking about. The other one is what they are not talking. Okay, what they are misinterpreting or misunderstanding. So maybe there's something that they are getting wrong, that you know that, okay, because you have experienced it personally, this is how it's supposed to be. Look for that thing. So that's how you get your POV. Now for the on audience story, you are confused. Now for audience story, listen, because I've not fully explained it, so be listening. Now for audience, how to get your audience story is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to like get my own personal notes. Now to know your own audience story, you need to do 2 things. Who do you think you want to talk to? Now when you have picked a perspective, you now know that, okay, based on the kind of content I like to consume content about maybe latest gist in Nigeria, gossips and whatever, because somebody said that in the comments. So you're going to write it that, okay, you like gossip content, talk type of content, no wahala. Then you're now going to say, okay, under this gossip content now, who is supposed to be watching this content? And do you know who is supposed to be watching the content? Is you. Do you know how I know that? Because clearly you just said that that's what you consume. So what you simply need to do now for audience story is to write a story in the head of people who you know. Because as you're watching and everything, you'll be going through the comments, so you know the kind of people that are consuming that kind of content. It is your like mind. It is your like mind. It is people like you, whether you like it or not. It is people like you that are consuming that content. It is people like you that are consuming that content. So you are going to live a day in life. Write it out. This is not just thinking about it. Write out a day in the life of your target audience, or the target audience for this particular topic. What is their day like? What do they wake up in the morning to do? When they are done with that thing they woke up in the morning to do, what do they do next? Where do they go? Where do they visit? Do they step out of the house often? Do they not step out of the house? Are they bored? Are they married? What do they do? What is their daily life like? Think about it. If you cannot picture it, then you are not ready. Do you know why I say you are not ready? Because you want to speak to somebody that you don't even know. How would you know what the person wants to hear? You can't know what the person wants to hear if you cannot even identify the person. So what you will need to do is to write a day in the life. Maybe it could be an experience from a movie, or just an inspiration in your head, or maybe based off of your own lifestyle, or from the kind of comments you have seen, or the kind of content you have seen from these people and their consumers, and you are one of their consumers. So you're going to first of all write a story about a day in the life. A day in the life, from morning to evening. What does this person's life look like? For me, a day in my life, a random day where I'm not doing anything. Maybe I wake up in my room, to this living room, I on this chair, my laptop there, my phone, and I'm pressing away. I'm doing WhatsApp, I'm watching YouTube, I'm watching TikToks. When I do that, if I get hungry, I get up, I go to the kitchen, figure out something. Sometimes I get too lazy to even go and try to figure out what to eat. I just go to the fridge, pick water or drink or anything I have, and just have it. If I have biscuits, oh, good for me, I pick biscuits and I start eating it. That is my day in my life. For some, does a 9 to 5, it might be different. They wake up in the morning, their bath, they brush their teeth, they have their breakfast, step out of the house, and they are back at 9 p.m. whatever time they are getting back to their house, and their night routine is on, and they go to bed to start again tomorrow. So we have our full day. What a typical day. And by typical day, I mean that normal day when nothing is happening, no interesting activity, no serious, just a normal day that you live like in 30 days of the month. That's your 15 days of the month, or 18 days, or 20 days of the month, right? What is it like for you? That very normal day. What is it like for always? Write it in detail. If I show you my audience, my audience story, na PDF, na textbook, long. Not even ordinary the brief one, the brief demographic that is supposed to be just ordinary demographic, long, that is very long. Right. Whatever you think, this network won't misbehave again. Whatever you think is the day in the life of that person you are targeting, whatever you think their day looks like that makes you want to speak to them, write it out. Now, when you write the audience story, the next thing you want to write is the audience day in my mind. So you've written the day in the life. Then you now write the day in their mind. This life that they are living, this day in their life you've already written. If you guys can hear me, please write in the comments. As I'm not saying updated comments, it's making me feel like people cannot hear me. But let me proceed. So this day in their mind, this day in their life, you just figured out and you just wrote out. It is affecting their mind, because whatever you do every day is how your brain is thinking. Right? How you are living your life every day is what you are going to be thinking in your brain every fucking time. So as you're writing that story, as you're picturing them and knowing that, okay, this is what they are doing, you should also be knowing that as they are doing this, they're also thinking about this thing. So you're going to also write a day in their mind. Do they love their 9 to 5? Do they want to escape their 9 to 5? Do they love their boring living alone in the room? Do they love their single life without a relationship? These are different audience story I'm just telling you about, right? So do they love what they live like? Do they that their day in their life? What is it? What thoughts is it putting in their head? Are they thinking, oh my god, how do I get money for this tomorrow? How do I take care of my child's school fees? How is that what they are thinking? If that is it, day in the mind. Is it school season and they are thinking, how am I going to buy school uniform? How am I going to pay school fees? How am I going to do this? Is that it? Write it, day in their mind. So for me, a typical day, like I already explained, I wake up, I if I don't always have breakfast, but if there is something, maybe I want to create content and I have to have breakfast, or maybe I just woke up hungry and I need to have breakfast, I go straight to the kitchen, have my breakfast. I come and lie down on this chair in this parlor. As I lie down here, my phone in hand, laptop on one side, everything, chargers connected. I'm living my best life. I don't care for TV, right? I'm living my life in my phone. NEPA will not come and seize their lights when they are not supposed to seize light. They will not come and seize their light. I'm already pissed about that. That's a day in my mind. Me, that's a day in my mind. Now, let me tell you why this is very, very interesting and tricky. You see this girl, June, I spoke about. With how I live my life and knowing that that girl lives almost a replica of what I live, just that ours is just more aesthetic. Mine is not there yet, but like a living, a waking up and going to bed is what I do every single day. So that brings me to thinking, this girl, does she also experience NEPA wahala? Because she doesn't speak about it. She doesn't show it. Does she also experience NEPA wahala? These are content she used to create. I know she doesn't talk in her videos. She doesn't even do voiceovers. She just use music and all. But is it always Jen she used to on that there's always light? Because me, I don't used to have light. Light is one of my biggest problem. Do you get? So it is what I'm always thinking when I'm watching June's content. I'm always thinking like, does June have lights? Like, what does her neighbor look like? Because I'm big on neighbors. Like I care so much about neighbors. I want to know whether everybody have good neighbors because I've had terrible neighbors. So I always want to know whether people have good neighbors. So that's also something else I think about. What is your audience thinking about? What are they thinking about? I could tell for a fact that when my dad was going to work, what he was always thinking about would be, if school is starting, I want to pay school fees. If bag of rice don't finish and month never end, I want see money buy bag of rice before month end. Even if the month can't end, say they want pay salary, 9 bag of rice they finish. If I now use salary to buy bag of rice, how are we going to survive the remaining days of the month that there's not going to be any more money? Do you get? So all these things are the day in the mind of your target audience. Why is this important? So that you can craft your content in a way that it will touch them. This is where the pain point comes in. So that when you want to speak, you say, are you a mom thinking about how to pay school fees? You just reach a mom, you just touch. See, all the moms that are trying to struggle to pay school fees will come under your comment section to relate. This is where relatable content comes in, when you can figure out a day in the mind of your audience. And the only way you can have an audience is if you have a perspective, know who you are talking to, know what you are fighting for or against. So it is people who are interested in that fight, in that struggle, that will be your audience. I don't know if I'm making sense. Anyway, so that's how you know your audience. Person in your niche or interest is that you feel like a certain population is like, okay, no, that's not it. Okay, yeah. Day in life, what's basically do every day? Okay, yeah. You didn't mind what they are thinking about every day. Thoughts, okay, yeah. We're done with that one. If you're building a personal brand, ideally, your audience will be a reflection of you. I've said this here. So if you're building a personal brand, ideally your audience will be a reflection of you, because more often than not, you are building your personal brand so that you could offer some type of help or service, or just represent something that you wish you had at some point in time. We are all creating content based off of, I wish personally, I've been saying this, I've been screaming this to all of you. The things I put in this course are things I wish I had known earlier. I had known as far back 2015. I for no small again, honestly. The things I know now, if I had known them 2015, honestly, I for no small again. Let's just leave it at that. So when you are creating content or building a personal brand, you are building a personal brand based off of what what is this thing that this person I used to know, this me I used to be, needed at this time to actually move to the next stage. Because at every stage of our life, we need something, we need something to, thank you, Benny. We need something to like move to the next stage. You need a push or an idea or an information for you to move from this step, from this stage to the next stage that you need to be. That next stage is not even your final stage. That next stage is just how much you already know at that point. You also need more information again or something again to kick you and push you again from that stage again to the next stage. And that's just how life continues going. You always need that steady push to move from one point, to move from point A to point B, from point B to point C, because there's really no max when it comes to this life. No max. Nowhere is the highest. Nowhere is overall. There's no point where you have reached the end. You are always going. So for every point, we always need that information, that thing that somebody will just tell us or just help us do and say, oh yeah, this is how you go to this place, and then we'll move to the next stage. It could just be an inspiration. It might not be that somebody even told you, or somebody can just tell you small thing and you just build on it and it becomes so big, right? But regardless of whatever it is that moved you, you need something, an information to move from one point to another point. And when you get to that point again, it's almost like you're stuck until you get another information again that moves you to the next stage. It is all information. It is all the idea. It is all what we know that takes us from one point to another point. That's exactly what this is. That's exactly what this is. What you wish you knew 5 years ago, or even currently now. What you know now that you wish that, okay, probably what you know now you wish you had known, or what you are currently even wishing that you know now that you don't know. That's where your research comes in. That's what you are looking for now. That journey is where you are carrying people along with to say, in this stage that I am, I don't know how to do this thing, but I am going on it. I am trying it out. I'm camera shy. I do not know how to come up on camera to speak, but from henceforth, I am coming up on camera and trying my best to speak up on camera. You say I know still small. I know still small. Oh. So what is that thing that you wish you knew, you wish you had, that would actually help, that will skyrocket your life to a next stage? That's what you need to be sharing with people. Let me continue reading and see what we have here. Okay. If you're building a personal brand, ideally, so when coming up with your audience story, listen, when coming up with your audience story, you need to look back. You need to look back into yourself and ask yourself, who was I? What was my life like? What was a typical day in my life like? When I needed this, what was a typical day in my life like when I needed this me? This MJ, this speech I'm giving to you now. What was my life like in 2015 when I didn't have this information? That's exactly the people, that was exactly what I explained to ChatGPT. I swear to you, I can go back to my ChatGPT chat and show you guys exactly what I explained to ChatGPT for this class. what I told ChatGPT I was trying to achieve with this class, from the free class to this paid class, everything I told ChatGPT I was trying to achieve, the people I was trying to speak to the point I told ChatGPT, I want people who do not even know anything about social media. I want all of you enter my group. Una talk say na only WhatsApp una sabi. I say gang. Shebi I was asking for people who do not even understand social media at all, so brand new. And I got it. I attracted all of you here with that simple strategy or mindset of knowing the audience and knowing your pain points. I was able to get all of you here. I told ChatGPT, I was like, I need an idea that will bring, like, the people I want to attract are people who do not even know how to use social. They are just coming on social media, because I know that there are lots of people who have information on social media. There are lots of people who are trying to grow. They are already creating content and all of that. But the people me want to attack, gang. Now the people when no even sabi anything. Maybe all you are doing is just consuming content on the internet. Do you get? And that's how we are here. Okay. So you need to ask yourself, who were in that far back time? Like me, I was saying, if I had this information in 2015, what was I like in 2015? Now, as I'm teaching people these things, I'm even now thinking about it again. Maybe I will still go and draft out what I was truly like in 2015. I need to go and think back in 20, because at 2015, I had not gotten admission. I got admission in 2016. 2015, I had not gotten admission. That was still a very backward year for me, where I had skills. I had digital skills, but I didn't even know what it meant to use social media to market anything. I was told about it, but I didn't know how to even do it. I think I need to go and draft another audience story on that time. Even though this one is partially based on that, but like I need to go typical into it. So that's that for that. What was your day like in the you that you think that needed this thing that you know now? What was your day like? Or who it is that I need to get, okay, what it is that I need to get to the next stage. So yeah, again, what you need to get to the next stage, that was what I was saying when I said you need something at every stage to get to a next stage. You always need something at every point. You always need an information at every point to get to the next point. So figure that one out as well. What is that information you need right now that will take you to earning $100,000? Go and start researching that information, start sharing that information. As they're sharing it, be implementing it. We're done with that one. So for number 3, remember I said there are 3 things you need to figure out when picking. You know, get phone for 2015. I get phone, but I still will move phone, but I get Android phone that time. 2015 is a long time ago. That's 10 years ago. That's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. 10 years ago, you mean say 9 years now since I get admission to school. Wow, that's crazy. Anyways, as I was saying, so number 3 on this list is a narrative. A narrative. So your narrative is your story, especially if you don't want, let me read from here. Your narrative is your story, especially if you don't want to talk about one single topic. A narrative is essential. A narrative is essential when building a personal brand. Okay. Big brands and create content. Okay. This is the point I made sure to note for this particular class. Your Torchlight phone, yeah, God do for you now. You still get phone if at all. So your narrative, right? Your narrative is how you tell the story. Now you know your perspective, your POV, the topic, the subject, the points you are holding from that particular topic, so that you stand out of the class, so that you don't do the exact same thing everybody is doing. You know that already, right? The next thing you want to do now is audience. Write your audience story. Get a day in the life of your audience, a day in the mind of your audience. So it means you now have a topic. You now know your target audience. The next thing you want to do when building your personal brand is to have you are going to tell the story. How do you tell the story? Do you hope to tell it in a funny way? Do you hope to tell it in an educational way? Do you tell it in an inspiring way? Are you going to come online to tell people how I went from earning 1,000 naira in a month to earning 1 million naira in a month? Or are you going to come and tell people, when I was 20 years old, I didn't know what social media was, but now that I'm 25, I've made so amount from social media. That's also an inspiration. I built this brand from scratch. I did this and did this and did that. That's also an inspiration. Or are you going to come and say, 10 tips on how I move from this to this? 10 tips on how I move from earning a 50,000 naira salary monthly to earning over $100,000 in doing this. That is education. That is authority. Mm-hmm. The next one is entertaining. So are you going to put it into like a day in my life vlog voiceover where you're telling it like a story? Or there's this one that is trending on TikTok now, put a finger down if you this. That's entertainment, but it's still telling a story. So for example, I can say put a finger down if in 2015 you had so many digital skills but you didn't know how to monetize them, people actually misuse your skills or underpaid you, blah blah blah. I'll put a finger down and say, well, that was me in 2015. So how do you want to dish it out? Entertainment, education, or inspiration? It is left for you. Remember, in the notes, I'm not sure people have seen it yet, in the notes and in the voice record, I said do not entertainment for any reason. It is explained in that class, so we will not speak on it here. Anyways, so your narrative is how you tell this story. You have known the topic, you have known the audience. How do you now tell it as a narrative? So we have point of view or perspective, we have audience story, and then we have narrative. I hope we are good on that. So those are the three things you need to know when picking a brand. Now, more on branding, more on personal branding is in the class. I have uploaded one lesson of the class to the Google Drive, so you can find that there already. I will subsequently upload the others, but there's already the first lesson, because I said it was going to start today, Wednesday, and then we'll take it through next week so that we can understand this personal branding thing very well and before we start creating content. Anyways, our content will soon start because 30 days challenge will soon start. I said I was going to speak on that challenge. Oh my God, did I write that point down? Okay, I think I wrote the points down. But how do I find it? Okay, guys, your questions can start coming in. You can start asking your questions. You can start asking me questions. So this is also a topic on personal branding. This particular, okay, you are not even seeing my book. These 3 pages here is also a topic on personal branding, but this was where I just spoke from. I've covered it. How do I find it now? Okay, I think it's here. Okay, so this is where I just spoke from. So I wrote online class here. I don't know if you guys can even see it. You can't see it. The light is too much. Okay. You can see I wrote online class here because this particular personal branding topic, actually, I knew that you guys needed to hear this one. And those of you that missed the beginning where I was speaking on niche, those of you that used to always come to my DMs, come and ask, I don't know what niche to pick. I don't know what to do with my accounts yet. Do you have questions? Even the WhatsApp self, I no sabi am at all. You go sabi am o. You go gas sabi am. You don't have any choice but to sabi am. Your brain don't full. Go offload. People will not kill me, I swear. Go offload now. Go offload the brain, come back. Okay, people don't have any question. Oh yeah, now let's move on. You don't know how to tell what your audience did in life is without these things I just explained, Debbie. Okay. When you are picking a topic, I think maybe the question I hope you have heard, what is your topic? What have you picked so I can so what have you picked? All of you tell me what name have you picked? What are we going to be building on? And then have you picked now? Oh yeah, I reminded me of something about this person. In fact, maybe why I decided I did not forget. And this network is doing that he wants to crease. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. And you don't have to change a thing, the world could change its heart. No scars to you're beautiful. The sky says you're beautiful. Oh, oh, oh. My writing is so cute. I beg. Jennifer, see if they never beat you. If they never beat you, eh? Okay, you guys. Network is better now, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. I was asking what's the niche, and I've only seen one person say storytelling. Storytelling. Jennifer, storytelling. I know a guy that just created an account on the 16th of this month, and in 3 days, that account did like 10,000 followers. And the account is like currently maybe 12K to 15K followers now, as of right now, between 16th and now. But like in 3 days, that account did like 10,000 followers from storytelling, but a very unique one. Ask your questions now. Is that not why I'm here? But a very unique storytelling pattern. Before I get into that and answering your question, okay, sorry. I don't forget that I did inside live stream. I was trying to reply a message. Okay, so I said when Stacia said something, it actually made me remember I was going to say something. It was my niche. You when they say skincare, they tell me I'm my niche. So all this teaching I just thought did not enter your head. They play. Be playing. I know there are people like you, and it was people like you that made me come to this live session today to come and talk about branding. But if you want to still do what's in your mind, you are free. Absolutely. My attempts of branding, I'm still trying to grow my page for my business. Yeah, so I was going to say somebody came to me and she had a very, very reasonable concept. And I told her that because of her, no, I don't know if I told her, but I said it to myself that because of her, see the way my forehead is shining. But I said it that because of her, I was going to come to this class. Can we combine personal branding with service provider? Personal branding and providing service is the same. See, personal branding is everything. Well, did I not teach anything in this how many hours of talking? Whether you own a business or you are providing service or anything you are doing is personal. You have to build a personal brand. Is that your personal brand that people want to come and buy from? It's not the market that you are selling. It's not the service you are offering. It is the personal brand. It is the name. It is what you have built. That's what people want to come and buy. Can one be a lifestyle creator and also a small business owner on one page? You can't do it on one page. Now, listen, this is okay. Let me just quickly speak on what I want to speak on before I'm looking at people's question. Benny, you shock, Abi. Me self, I shock past you, but no wahala. So, what I was saying is, somebody came to me from this class and she said, that's my partner. Yes, my partner for the parent. So she said she wants to test out social media management, which is what I wanted everybody here to do. But because I cannot force you to do a thing, that's why I said pick your niche and pick your stand. And that's why I'm still going this length to actually teach you what a niche is, what a brand is, and how to pick one and brand it, right? Now, when she said, can I do social media management and still maintain my photography and fashion brand? Photography and fashion is a brand that works. In fact, it is the same thing because if you're doing fashion, you're expected to even have good pictures. If you are now the one even being the photographer, taking the nice pictures, that makes it 100. So she can market and sell both together on one platform, right? If she knows how to do it. And I'm trying my best to actually give her concept, and maybe I should do better in giving her concept to actually grow that because there's so much potential there. Photography is very big. Photography is very, very big. Photography, videography is high income skills online. High income, high income. If you get gigs, especially wedding gigs, event gigs, high income, right? But she now said she wants to do social media management. She wants to try her hands. I mean, if you don't try it, you will not know whether you're good on it. And I said to her that, okay, fine and good. It is going to be hard, but you can do it. And I told her I was going to speak about it on this class. Mina, I've not seen your comment. Comment if you're here. Please comment fast before I proceed to talk. Because I need to be sure that you're here. Because this is for you at least that I know. Though I know it's for everybody, but like this is mostly for you that I know. Let me see if I can record again. Export. Is it going to take time? 9 gig. It will take 10 years to export. Don't remind me. But is it going to save as projects? Would it be saved as project? Yes, it is saved as project. So let's record again. And there you go. Yeah. Start recording. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, Mina is here. So aside from my business, I think my niche is to use music for content and acting. Molara, what exactly are you? Are you selling markets or are you? Yes, mobile photography. Oh, can mobile photography go with? I don't know why people call it phone photography. Even Mina, that's how she say phone. Nobody is a phone photographer. Nobody's. It's mobile. Say you're a mobile photographer. Mobile photography. Which one be phone? We should not be selling yourself short. But can a mobile photography go with social media management? Absolutely. But you know what will work best? Do you know what will work best? That can accommodate both skills, but in one name, content creator. Content creators create content, video, photo. So if it is photo content you are creating, you can make it known. If you are creating both photo and video, you can still make it known. So you can be creating photo or video content for a brand and still be managing their brand. That is posting for them, managing their analytics and every other thing that social media management does. You can as well name it both photographer or content creator / social media manager, or you can just pick social media manager but specialized in. So yes, it works because there are so many, but you have to be strategic with your choosing who to pitch to and where to look for your clients. Now, if you're doing not just about REITs, but any of you here that is into photography, content creation, videography, right? If you're doing any of these things, even social media management, let me give you one secret. That if you implement it, you will come back and tell me thank you. But I know most of you will not implement it because why? You will say you are shy. The best clients for these skills I just mentioned are physical. They are not online. You see that restaurant that you always go and buy food? You see that boutique that you go and buy clothes? Go and pitch to them. Try it. Go and pitch to them. Maybe if you have their WhatsApp contact, you can reach them online. If you don't, go to the shop, go to the restaurants, go anywhere it is. Tell them, oh, I want to speak with so person, maybe the owner, the manager, whoever. Speak to them and tell them, this is what I can do for you. Or before you even go and speak to them, create content for them. Record a video if you're a videographer. Take nice pictures of their place or food or anything around the place. Make sure it is bomb ass that they cannot say no to, right? Do that. Package it and tell them, this is what I can do for your brand. I charge this amount online, but because I am coming to you and I like this place, I always come here, let me accept so amount. Even if you never collect 250K once, tell them I charge 250K online. But because I want to do it for you, I will charge 100,000. If they have the budget, they will pay you. If they don't have the budget, they will walk away. But if you do that before the next 10, you don't see like 2. when go accept you to come and be their content creator or their photographer or videographer or whatever. This is just a secret I felt like sharing with you people. So, Minat, you're here. As I was saying, yeah, you were asking about whether you can be a social media manager and still maintain your photography and fashion in your current page as it is. Yes, across TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you can maintain the exact branding that you currently have, which is photography mainly, and then fashion because you want to reach out to fashion brands or you want fashion brands to reach out to you, right? Now, how do you add social media management to this? By learning the skill. I said it from the onset that this particular class, I am not about to come and teach you a skill. I'm just going to teach you how to monetize social media, how to milk social media, use social media to your advantage. If along the line you learn a little bit about social media management, good for you. But if you don't, there's so many courses out there that is teaching you social media management, right? You can do social media management. You can take a course on social media management. But you are not going to now come under your photography page or whatever to come and say, I'm a social media manager, hire me. No, it's going to sound stupid. This is where LinkedIn comes in. So if you have already seen the first module of the module 1, lesson 1 that has been uploaded, you would have seen the platforms that we are using for that we are focusing on in this particular course. And the fifth one, because there are 5 of them, the fifth one is LinkedIn. I said it from the free class then that LinkedIn is a professional website, is a professional platform, is not a platform for beginners. And I'm still saying it again, LinkedIn is not a platform for beginners. But I don't expect that by the end of this class, you're still a beginner. I don't expect that by the end of these 5 weeks, you will still be a beginner in social media. I do not expect that. So that's why I'm bringing LinkedIn in, so that by the end of this class, you should already be able to use LinkedIn. Now, what you will now do is you will not take photography or whatever to LinkedIn. That's where you're not going to bring in this SaaS, this whatever that you are picking. So whether it is social media management you want to pick, whether it's data analysis, whatever it is that you really are passionate about, this is where you now bring it on. So all what you have learned and maybe more skills you will take, or the ones you have taken before, you will now take it to LinkedIn and go and build a professional platform there as a social media manager. For me, for example, before I came to TikTok as a social media manager, social media coach, or digital marketer, I was already that on LinkedIn. So go on LinkedIn. That's where you will seek for jobs. That's where you will make connections. That's where you will learn new things about that particular skill. Same thing if you are selling markets, if you are selling skincare, or you are selling bags, or you are selling wigs, you have your TikTok, Instagram, Facebook to market that. Now, LinkedIn should be your playground when it comes to digital skills. You learn the skills, you go to LinkedIn, then you start to feed content into LinkedIn and then start applying to jobs, because you can actually apply to jobs no matter how big the job is, as long as you feel confident enough, you have the criteria and what they asked of, at least 60% of what was requested, you can actually apply to any job, whether it is on LinkedIn, on the company's website, or any job platform at all. You can apply to jobs. You can just only know how to use social media from using TikTok, create a portfolio, and then go on LinkedIn or go on Indeed and apply to jobs. Nobody is going to ask you, let me come and talk to the person you say you have worked with so that we know whether truly you work with the person. No. As long as you can prove to them that you can do that thing that they're asking you of, they'll give you a job. They will give you the job, I promise you. As long as you can be confident enough to apply, confident enough to speak in the interview, they'll give you the job. So let me check you people's comments. So I hope I have cleared that part of I want to get clients while also selling my brand, my product. I personally do a lot of things. I have a TikTok account for lip gloss, even an Instagram account for lip gloss. I have a TikTok account and an Instagram account for resting. I have a TikTok account and an Instagram account for social media management. I have what now? What other platforms? That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. But yeah, there are other skills I have and know how to do that I have not even decided to put on the social media yet. Because I feel like, okay, let me do this one first, build on it first before. See, there's this box making I posted on my status. It was this year. It was this year. Yeah, it was this year. Yeah. I think I said I was going to teach it in April, right? Box making. These fancy boxes, packaging boxes. I can make them. Actually learned how to make them. I was wowed when I learned it. I love that particular skill so much. It's another skill I would die for as much as I love wrestling art. But I have not even said only my WhatsApp once I don't talk about them. Once. And it was a mistake I spoke about it because I was so shocked to see it where I didn't intend to see it. And it became a topic on my status. That's the only time. That's the only time I've ever spoken about it. But when the time comes, I will market that particular business. I will market it and I will make millions out of it. You are hearing it here. It will happen. You will see it on my status. But anyways, let me move on. I have a question. What was your question? Ma'am, can we combine personal branding with service provider? So yeah, I just explained that to you. Personal branding is personal branding on anything. Whether you're providing service, you can have a personal brand. Whether you're selling a product, you can have a personal brand. Whether you are whatever you're doing, you can have a personal brand. So personal branding is literally how you market whatever it is that you are doing. So whether it's product you're selling, what is the personality you're using to market that product is your personal branding. And that's everything I just explained here. That's everything. So these things I just explained does not only apply to whether you're selling a product or apply to only content creators or only social media managers. It applies to everybody. Anything you are doing, this is the style, this is the system you need to use to come on the internet. So that you can collect people's money. Simple. About the niche, can one be a lifestyle creator and also a small business owner? I just explained that. So yeah. You can be a lifestyle creator, but not on one page. Don't do that on one page. Don't try it. See, there's potential for you to grow 1 million pages. So why do you want to spoil one account with why do you want to confuse the account? I started this particular class by telling you to not confuse your algorithm. Don't confuse your page. Don't confuse it. You can see create 1 million accounts. If you can handle all of them, create all of them. If you feel like you can handle the idea of putting you never even create content for one finish. So you are thinking of creating content for all. If you think you can handle creating content for all, create different page for all of them. Oh, okay, thanks a lot. Welcome. This song now for network, Abi. Which song now? Jennifer, you late though. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, coaching awareness. So Zida, you said your niche is coaching and awareness. So coaching on what, Zida? I'm sorry, I'm seeing your comment late, but please, coaching on what? This class, I'm still coming to the end of this class. Coaching on what, Zida? Like, what are you coaching on? Guys, I say you should drop your niche. What so far from what you have learned in this course, in this class, what have you picked? What are you going to settle on? So Zida, you said coaching and awareness. Yeah. What are you bringing awareness to? What are you coaching people on? What is it? What? I need to know. I don't know. Aside from my business, I think my niche is to use music for content and acting. I don't know cute smaller. I don't know what to say to you honestly because I've seen your page and honestly I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by you, Stacia, and one other person. People are like consistent for the wrong reason. Jane, thank you. Coach Kudos. Can phone photography go with social media management? Yeah. Me and the person should be besties. Oh, is Mina. Mina is like the only photographer I know here. And I would have really loved this class to be filled with social media managers and video editors. There's plenty of money in those skills and they're not so hard. So But it is what it is. I can't force anything on anybody. Most of you just want to sell your market, and it's totally fine. It's actually very, very fine. It's just that personally, I feel like, anyways, it's fine. On a Tafia note, coach, what's your mentor's name on social? Ah, ah. What's it make you want to find my mentor? Jane, what do you mean by that? Jane, I need to understand what you mean by that, your question. Thanks for the information. Minatia, you're welcome. Please, what's Tafia Abi is autocorrect? Ah, Natafia na Proco now. I would love to be inspired by your role model on social media as well. See, yeah, I would love to tell you people, go and check out this person, go and watch this person, go and follow this person. But people have not given me the energy. Remember, I said I can give you more than what this class carries, only if you people give me the energy that I want to see. And you people have not given me that energy. So maybe when I have that energy from you, when I see that energy from you, I can then say, okay, now don't give me the vibe. But you people have not given me the vibe. So Jane, actually, I'm currently being mentored one-on-one by Tamilore, Adefe's younger sister, Tamilore. Yes. So she's the one mentoring me for content currently. That was because I reached out to her and said, be my mentor. Because I saw what she was doing and I liked it. So yeah, Tamilore is like, that's the only person I would recommend. And I'm not recommending her, I'm not recommending her as per she has some. It's just okay. You asked for my mentor, and I just told you. So Tamilore is currently mentoring me, but that's for content. She makes good content, very very good content, and she's actually getting a lot of attention. So I like that, and that was why I reached out to her. So I was already in the inner circle, so it made it really easy. But if you ask people that actually inspire me without me even knowing them, people that actually consume their content, I don't think I want to share that information so soon, unless you guys impress me. I would love to be inspired by a role model on social media as well. Hot though. Um, can skin awareness go with storytelling? Ha. Okay, you know what? Because it's just starting. Because it's just starting. Yes, because it's just starting. Because there are some things I have recorded that I feel like people have already seen it because I've recorded them, but no, people are not seeing it because storytelling, storytelling is for everybody and everything. Storytelling is for everybody. Storytelling is for personal branding. Storytelling is how you build a personal brand. Storytelling is branding. Storytelling is how you market and it. Storytelling is social media. That's what social media is about. That's what content generally, even TV, not only content, not only social media, even TV content. Storytelling is what content generally is about. So storytelling is not a niche. I don't know why you're asking me whether skin awareness can go with storytelling. I mean, storytelling is for everything. Storytelling goes with anything. Benedict Atafia is same thing as Aproko. Yes. Virtual assistants. Okay, so for virtual assistants, a day in the life of your audience or a virtual assistant, first of all. I think this question, you people always miss it when I ask, who do you plan on talking to? Who is your target audience? You don't know your target audience. Why will you not know your target audience? It baffles me. I've asked several people from this class, who do you think is your target audience and who is supposed to listen to you? Like, who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to sell to? You don't know. How can you not know? Think about your younger self. Think about a previous you Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm still trying to scroll down this comment. So, who do you hope to patronize you if you do not know who you are speaking to? And then, what kind of content do you hope to create when you do not even know who wants to buy from you? It is when you know who wants to buy from you. That's when you can say, because I know this person wants to buy from me, and this is what this person needs. That's why I'm going to give them this. For example, you want to sell this Dr. Rachel vitamin C toner. You cannot just come on the internet and say, if you like skincare, just buy this Dr. Rachel's vitamin C toner. Everybody's going to skip that video. Everybody, even the people that need it, everybody will skip that video. Do you know why? Because you're not telling me why I need it. You're not even making me think that I actually need it. You need to make people know that they need that thing. And the way you can make them know that they need that thing is if you know who even needs it and why they need it. Do you get? So I'm trying to explain your the story now because somebody said you didn't understand audience story. That was why I was asking for all of you to give me your niche so I can use it as an example. Now, if I was going to sell this bottle of skincare to just anybody, nobody will buy it. But if I'm going to sell it to which somebody with hyperpigmentation, because it has vitamin C, I can market it to them. I don't know much about skincare, but I know that vitamin C helps with hyperpigmentation. Now I'm going to have to read everything about vitamin C, and this is even a brightening anti-aging. So I'm going to read everything about this vitamin C ingredient and this thing that this particular thing does. I'm going to read about it. Then I'm now going to craft my content and say, if you are struggling with aging, you are 20 and your face already looks like you are 30, or if you are struggling with smile lines or wrinkles, or if you have hyperpigmentation from sunburn or from kinikon, buy this vitamin C. Now I have successfully told all the people that don't have that skin problem to go away from my content. I have successfully dragged in only the people that have that skin problem to come and ask me, how can I get this? I don't know if you understand. So for a virtual assistant, writing your audience story is going to be, what do you hope to achieve with your virtual assistant? Because for virtual assistant, you can be doing anything. So if you're going to be an administrative virtual assistant where you can help somebody organize their meetings, help them organize their documents, their files, just help them with basic online tasks that might be too hectic for them, your target audience is going to be someone who does a lot of online work, but has a hard time staying organized. Like me, my email is all over the place. See, my email is everywhere. Let me, where's my email? See how many emails I have. Wow, my phone, why is my phone brightness so low? See how many emails I have. 15,000 plus. Useless. I don't know what I'm doing with all of them. But you as a virtual assistant will not be the one to come to me and say, Alpha, MJ, I know that you have issues arranging your emails. You have issues arranging files into your Google Drive. This and this is what I can help you to do. That's because you know me. You know that I'm scattered. My whole digital life is a mess. That's why you can come and pitch that to me. That's the exact same way you look for your audience in everything that you are doing. So you think, if I am solving this particular problem, it means this person has this problem. And for this person to have this problem, this person is doing this thing. So for somebody to need an administrative assistant, it means that person has a lot of online tasks. The person is not in 9 to 5. The person is not working in an office. The person does not go out of their house every day to go and work a physical job. That's not the person that has bulk of emails on their phone or too many apps opened. No. Because that person that goes to a 9 to 5 switches off their phone when they're at work, keeps it there and don't open it. The only email they receive is email from their office telling them Happy New Year and Happy New Month, and that's all. So they don't have any issues with organizing emails and doing all of that thing. But you see that person that works online, that receives 100 email from brands, that receive 500 emails from clients that they've applied to, that receives 1 million emails from different newsletter that they are subscribed to. That person is who your target audience is. You can see how it was easy for me to say, okay, this person that receives this person that receives it, because I've already thought about a day in the life of that person, and I've thought that, okay, this person must have applied to several jobs and they are receiving emails. The way my forehead is shining. This person must have applied to several jobs and they must have been receiving emails, right? This person must be getting brand deals because they have two number of followers and they are an influencer. So they must be getting lots of emails from brands reaching out to them. Do you get? So that's how you create the audience in your head. And it's just about thinking about the problem and thinking about the people that have that problem. That's your audience. That's your audience, literally. It's that simple. Well, I think I have to research more on social media management. Well, okay, okay, yeah, it's fine. Mine is lifestyle content, and when I'll be, if you're interested in social media management, I'm tempted to do this, but you people are not giving me the energy. Let's go further in the class and see. Sha. People are not giving me the energy I really want, the vibe I really want from this class. There's only few persons that are actually giving me vibe. Mine is lifestyle content, and when I'll be fit to create, a new account for my bank for my baking skills. Let go of that for now. If you want to make money on social media, let go of that for now. If you want to truly focus, lifestyle content, you can build your lifestyle content around your baking. Depends on how often you bake anyways, but you can build your lifestyle content around your baking. So everybody knows you are creating lifestyle content. You do every other thing for your lifestyle content, but baking is where you are centered around. So people know you as Zina the baker or whatever your name is. But you're a lifestyle creator because you create content around every other thing about your life, but they know you as a baker. But okay. Well, I think I have to research more on social media management. Mine is lifestyle content now until shit. Um NEPA. I'm not even blame Una. The light don't work. Which three social media managers will you recommend for me to look out for? Jennifer, what are you trying to squeeze out of me, say, from this class? Gone, gone, gone. Which information are you trying to get out of me? Because you are hurting my feelings. Jennifer, what are you trying to get? I want to focus on social media management. I like all of you. I love all of you that are picking social media management. You have sense. It's okay to do. Is it okay to do skincare and an administrative VA on one page? Ha. Ah. Debbie, I have your answer. It's just that I want to answer this for everybody because all of you seem to be confused about this particular thing. So you can be everything. Have people not grabbed that already from this class? Like you can literally be everything. Everything you want to be. You can be everything you want to be. But you need to have a voice. So do you want to be doing skincare? When you are doing skincare, you are telling us about how you are pitching to brands or how you are talking to brands or whatever. But you're saying all of that over your skincare videos. That means you're doing the exact same thing. You're being a skincare influencer while also speaking to us about your virtual assistant journey. Okay. Debbie, on how to create content. Oh, on how to create content on it. I don't remember what Debbie. Okay, did you say on how? I mean, It's still confusing me on how to create content. That's what I just explained. That's exactly what I just explained. So if you're doing skincare and you want to be an administrative virtual assistant, which means you want to help people manage their chaos and still do skincare, then you have to be creating physical content, not all those ones that you're posting on your page or those faceless content you're posting on your page. That's not it. I hope this generator noise is not disturbing you people. Not all this faceless content I'm seeing on your page. That's not what you are going to be creating. You're going to be creating excuse me, real UGC style skincare content. Those user generated skincare content, those nice skincare content. But when you are doing your maybe regular skincare routine, you can be telling us about your virtual assistant journey, all of those and all of those. And on a random day, even when you're not doing skincare, you can just pick up the camera and speak to us about your virtual assistant journey. When we start the 30 days challenge, I'm going to tell you people truly how to create content. How to create. I think I was supposed to pitch the style of content we are creating for the 30 days challenge. I was supposed to pitch it in this live session, but let me just answer Iko's question because time has really gone. Awareness on a topic. Ah, just that's such a good topic, and you want to mix it up with something else. Zida, Zida. Focus on that topic. Focus on that topic. Focus on it and build on it. A female customized shoemaker made LinkedIn her playground and display platform. Can someone who studied digital Jane, that thing you're saying, is crazy. And before that person would have done that, I do not know who that person is, but before that person would have done that, she would have first of all grown her personal branding that people know her personally, right? Before she now decided to bring a product-based business to LinkedIn. Now, when she's coming with that product, people are going to eat it up because they already know her from building a personal brand from something else before. So maybe she was formerly a content creator, social media manager, whatever it was that she was before she decided to bring this business this particular market to LinkedIn. And she would have brought it strategically. So maybe the kind of shoe she's making is for corporate people, corporate kind of shoes, corporate workers shoes that tech bro and tech sis, if she's making for female, so those kind of shoes that tech sis likes to wear, that's what she will bring to LinkedIn. She will not just come there and come and start selling China made shoes. You said customized shoemaker anyways. So yeah, can someone who studied digital marketing be a virtual assistant? Yes, you can be a virtual assistant when you study digital marketing. So if you study digital marketing, it means you know everything about how to monetize social media and how to manage social media pages. That's where your virtual assistant is going to come from. You're not going to be assisting people in doing what you don't know. You're going to be, you see, every single service you offer online is virtual assistants. Every single service you offer online is virtual assistant. You just need to know what assistance are you offering virtually. That's what virtual assistant is about. That's why you hear me when I want to speak on virtual assistant, I will always say administrative virtual assistant because that's the most common. That's what most people do, and they just say virtual assistant. You are an administrative virtual assistant. Every other person, whether you are doing data science or whatever you are offering to somebody, you are doing something for somebody, for a business, for a brand, for a person online, you are helping them, assisting them is virtual assistants. You are managing their social media or you are their virtual assistant. You are managing their content or you are their virtual assistant. As long as you are assisting them with something online, you are a virtual assistant. So yes, just that you need to know the services you are offering as a virtual assistant. You need to indicate the but I'm still on getting a base and a particular place for my business. You want to get a physical store? Is that what you're saying, Anastasia? Is that what you're saying? When we get into content, you understand how to create content for your brand, but are you saying you want to get a physical store? That's fine. Yes, we can. My niche: social media management, virtual assistant, customer support. Or what's CM? Customer support supposed to be CS, customer management or what? Client management. What's CM? What's CM? Jane, what's CM? Social media management. So for social media management, I'm a social media manager. For social media managers, right? Your ideal audience, the idea of your audience or the day in the life of your audience you want to build should be um so what that business owner that cannot handle their social media. They have been on social media for so long, they don't know how to grow their brand. So, what do they wake up to do for that their business every day? Do they wake up and think of how they are going to create content for the brand, or scroll through social media trying to find inspiration for their content for their business, or do they pay money on ads? Do they spend money on ads that don't convert? Or what are they doing every day to push that business and it is not working for them? That is what their day in their life looks like, and that's what you are going to picture out for them. And then that's how you are going to now create your content saying, are you a that's if you are a social media manager for businesses, because I'm speaking for myself, because I'm personally a social media manager for businesses and brands. So if you're a coach, online coach, whatever, I'm a social media manager for that. So if you're a social media manager for B2B or any other type of um person or whatever, then you still need to think about it in that line. So for a business, if I am a social media manager to businesses. What I'm thinking about is, how is this business waking up every day and not knowing how to scale on social media? They've been on social media for so long and they don't know how to make money out of it. They have their business, but they are not making sales with social media. That's my target audience. That's my day in the life of my audience. I'm going to build on that, build on it solidly, and then start to think of the content idea. The content idea is now going to be me speaking to their pain point and you don't know how to deliver, or are you a business that's tired of creating content, or something in that line going to them social media. That was me answering to Faith. So it's okay not to be impressed by my page, because I said it before that my job is taking all my time, of which I explained. No, Molara, that is not why I am not impressed with your page. It is not the frequency, it's not the number of content you have put out, it is the type of content you are putting out. But I'm expecting that this class is just starting and a lot of you have not learned a lot. So no, I'm not even going to speak on it. You just delete all the posts and start again. You people really don't learn. And I said it from the beginning of this class that you don't delete your content. Anyways, like I said, I'm not speaking on it, so you can go off on that one. I want to be more professionally focused, more client oriented through your mentorship and relatable content to lucrative audience. My target audience as a social media manager is business owners, sharp girl. Business owners, entrepreneurs, CEOs, founders, sharp girl. I need you to copy this and share it to me on social media. Share it to me on WhatsApp. I need to be reading this your message every single day. That's so smart, so straight to the point, so everything I've been teaching here since. I love it. I love it, Jane. Molara, don't delete your post o, just archive it biko. Zida, leave her make she do wetin she want. My con ten t seems to be exhausting, but once I start properly, it will be worth the while. Right? I will make more research about social media management. Okay, I think I've read that before. Yes, ma'am. Don't delete any content. Okay, so I guess we are done, guys. I guess we are done with all the questions. I'm tired and I really appreciate having you guys here. But obviously, there's still more work to be done. At least now we've gotten niche and personal branding out of the way. I think in the next live session, we are going to have to speak on what was the thing that was confusing everybody? Okay, content. I think that's also in module one, so we can speak on it in the next live session. So yeah, content, storytelling, content, how to create content. Network took some of the time, but yeah, yeah. So next live session, we're going to be talking about content. Our content. How do we strategize? How do we create content? How do we figure out what content we should create for the niche that we're as you have learned this thing today now, how to build your personal brand, how to pick your niche. I hope you took notes. Go and use it now to reevaluate all your choices. If you didn't know what to pick before, use it to now make a choice. If you have picked something before and it's not going in line, now go and re-evaluate, go and re-strategize, go back to the drawing board and reset. Then we reconvene again in the next class, which is going to be Saturday. And Jane, don't make the rest of us be like say we're not serious. So no mind Jane. No mind Jane. Now Jane dey so they ask me since say my mentor abi. Jane, if like say something wan do you. Anyway, send me that message you sent because it was actually really, 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 really sweet. And is there something I said I was going to speak on that I didn't speak on? Okay, so because we still have I still have how many minutes on this my I have like 5 minutes on this my recording. So community management. That's I don't know why you both separate it. Separating it is just going to anyways, whatever, Sha. Separating community management from social media management is a problem. You can separate that when you have a client and you can tell the client, oh, to do community management, this is what I can do. To do community management for you, this is how much I'm charging. Or if you see a job that requires community management, whether or not you are focused on social media, you can still apply, but give yourself that tag of social media management instead of putting too many tags. It just makes it look confusing. No need for the too many tags. Community management is under social media management. As a social media manager, you can offer community management still. If you no wan offer community management, you say it to the client. Like I was saying, I have like 5 minutes to go. So for the challenge, yes, thank you, Faith. I'm going to speak on the challenge. So for the challenge, what I want us to do to actually get the best out of these 30 days, I actually posted the link to the group on my status. I don't know if people have seen it. I posted the link to the challenge group on my status. Now, what I want us to do is going to be very, very easy if you want it to be easy for you. For this whole 30 days, we are going to be creating content. What is the content going to be about? It's going to be about growth. Now, you can do this for 90 days, but for the next 30 days, which is what I can guarantee at least, because I know say I'm not going to even first do the 30 days, let alone say 90 days. We are going to pick I wanted people to be seeing my face. We are going to, after we have picked our niche and we now know what niche we are doing. I'm actually skipping right now because I don't tire. So after we have picked the niche, we will now pick a journey. We will now pick a journey that we want to embark on for this next 30 days. What is this journey going to be? I'm not going to pick for anybody. I'm just going to suggest to you to pick. So you can say you want to make $500 within the next 30 days. I'm telling you what's realistic now. Even $500 might not even be so realistic, but I think that is doable. You can say $500 in the next 30 days. You can say 500,000 naira in the next 30 days. You can say 1 million naira in the next 30 days. You can say 2 clients. So you can measure it with anything. You can say 2 clients or 5 clients in the next 30 days. But I prefer you use money to measure it. Now, for me, I told you before that I want to get a single client that will pay me $1,000, but I'm going to still say my 1 month goal for this next 30 days, 30 days is going to be $1,000. to earn $1,000, right? One Benz for you, Jane. So to earn $1,000, right? Now that $1,000, you will have to split it. Maybe I don't see light now. Oh, at least my pen don't fall. I wanted to write out something. That $1,000, you will split it by 30 days. I don't know what your own goal is. Oh. Your goal might be 500,000 naira. Your goal might be 1 million naira. Your goal might be 100,000 naira within the next 30 days of July. Within the whole of July, what this whole class and this challenge is going to earn for you, you are going to start it. Now, if you pick that $1,000 like me, this $1,000 now, you are going to divide it by 30. That is leaving me with $30 or $35. Now, this is very challenging. And I'm only giving myself this challenge. It is challenging because where I want it from is not from everything I'm doing. I want it from just social media management or social media coaching or whatever, right? Yes, Jane, I already community money making. So let me tell you, it's $35 every day that I need to make. I can't break it further because all I have is 30 days, which is 1 month. So if I had a year, I can break it into months and target it by months. Now I have just 1 month, so I have to break it down into days. Now I have days, but I can still say by week. So this, let's say $35 now is for a day. 35 times 7 days in a week. I have to make $245 every week. I have to make $245 every week. Now this $245, yeah, don't cancel. Now this $245, how do I get it? Because if I don't get $245 in the next 7 days, between the 1st of July to 7th of July, how do I meet up with my $1,000 by the end of July? Huh? It is the same for you. This is how the challenge is going to go. I will still explain it in the group, but just pay attention now and listen. So now this my $245. How do I achieve it? I will come on social media from day 1, July 1st, and start creating content. I will start by saying I am starting a 30 days challenge where I am hoping to make $1,000 in the next 30 days. Come with me to see if I truly make this money within the next 30 days. Now, people are going to start following on my journey. Thereby, my account is growing. This is for you, for you people now, be listening. This account that we create now, we have to grow it. We have to grow the audience by fire, by force. Now, it could be anything else. It could be you coming online to say, for the next 30 days of July, I want to get up to 10,000 followers. So by the 30th of July, I should have had 10,000 followers. Follow me on this journey to actually see if I achieve this. People are going to follow you to actually see that journey. Even if they don't follow you right away, when they see you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, they will be interested. Now, you can also say, I want to rent an apartment. I want to make sure that by the end of these 30 days, I get an apartment. That's still going to be your journey for this next 30 days, this challenge that we're about to have now. Now, for me, my own is going to be $1,000. I might change it, like it might not be what I will use for the challenge, but I'm just saying that's my example for you people right now. So now, that my $1,000 or whatever the goal is. So if you want to rent an apartment, how much apartment are you looking to rent? Is it 1.5 million? Is it 500,000? Is it 1 million? You take that money now. You will divide it by 30 days. You can also split it into weeks, the way I did it, or split it into days. Now you know that every single day of July, you need to make a certain amount of money. For me, I know that every single day of July, I need to make $35. Now, I might not be able to make $35 every single day of July from content or from social media management or social media growth coaching. I might not be able to make $35 every day, but I can make 245 in a week or make 500 in 2 weeks. That means I'm still on track. Or make 1,000 in 1 month. By the end of the month, I make a whole 1,000, and I might still end the month with only $200. That is still me reaching. At least I tried. The essence of this is not for you to pressure yourself and say, I must do it, I must keep myself. The essence of this is for you to challenge yourself and see what truly can come out of you when you get consistent. And the beauty of this is that this is exactly how to build social media. Give people a journey. The day I was speaking on when I was auditing Igbo's page, I said the same thing. You need to give people a journey to follow. That's why we are doing this. That is the major reason we are doing this. You trying to achieve something is going to be a plot, right? There's no gun to your head that you must do it, you must get it. But I'm trying to tell you that this consistency, if you truly put your mind to it, it can get you anything, and this is just a proof. So try it and follow me on these 30 days, and I will prove to you that truly, if you are consistent, you actually get what you want. That's just what this challenge is about. So you're going to be posting your everyday progress. Now, for example, if social media management is what you have picked, like some of you have picked, you're going to now say, I'm embarking on this journey to make $1,000 in the next 30 days through social media management. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to pitch to clients. I'm going to do this and do that. I'm going to create content on this and that. You will tell your audience how you hope to achieve this. ChatGPT can help you with all of this. And that's why I'm saying it early enough so that you can prompt ChatGPT beforehand, right? So that ChatGPT can get the whole check down before the time for the whatever starts. Again, the link is on my WhatsApp status. Go and engage on that. So if you now tell your people that, okay, this is the journey I'm going on, or this is how I'm going to be doing it every day, you now come on the internet. For example, you choose social media management, you have to come on the internet every day to say, today I pitched to 5 brands. None has gotten back to me yet. We are hoping that they get back to me tomorrow. So tomorrow you will now come again and create another content. This is already content idea for an entire month. No stressing of, wow, what do I post? You're not going to come again tomorrow and say, today I pitched to 10 more brands. The 5 I pitched to yesterday, only 1 reached back to me, or none of them has reached out to me yet. Whatever the situation is, you just continue updating us. You do that, maybe until day 5. Maybe day 5, you now finally get 1 response. Day 5, you will now come and say, so far I have pitched to 50 clients and only 1 has responded to me. And the response was positive, or the response was not positive, whatever the case is. Right? Now, this is for when you are reaching out to clients, or it could be any other thing. It could be you trying to sell 100 products in the next 30 days. You can say, oh, today I've sold 2. Today I've sold 1. Whatever your process is, you are going to be sharing it. On the day 10, my network has been off, so I don't even know if people are messaging on WhatsApp. You see, people can hear me, be leaving comments. I'm not seeing any comments, so I don't know if I've been speaking to myself. So on day 10, you can now come and say, so far I have earned $10, or I have earned 100,000, or I have earned 20,000 by the 10th day, right? That is progress. Even if you have not earned anything, okay, people can hear me. Even if you have not earned anything, you still come again and say, so far this is our journey, this is how it's going. No, I never see 5 naira. People will be like, in fact, that will now be bringing people to now say, let me even patronize this person. If product you are selling, they now say, like, this your skincare true self that you have been talking about in these how many days, and you are still going to continue talking about it. Let me shall even buy. Let me be one person that we count in that your number of 100 sales that you are looking for. Do you understand? Again, you do that until your whole 1 month, your whole 30 days is now complete. Now, when you now get to the end of the 30 days, you now analyze. Here is what I plan to achieve. Here is how I planned to achieve it. But here was the outcome, Was it good? Was it bad? Did you achieve it? Did you not achieve it? Are you going to continue again? What other, maybe you plan to achieve $1,000 in a month, but you didn't achieve $1,000. Instead, you got 10,000 followers. That's still a win. So that will now be what you will celebrate by the end of the 30 days. But if you maybe say you wanted to get 10,000 followers, but you did not get 10,000 followers, instead you got 5 clients within this period. Good. That's not what you are going to be talking about. That's not going to be what you achieve within the last 30 days. Do you get? So you need to set the goal, and then you need to make people follow you through on that journey. And you need to believe the journey enough to make them believe it. Okay, I'm tired. I guess we are all good. Do you guys have any question? I know you don't have any question. Good night. Do you guys have any question for real? No, you don't, right? Blessing, why are you crying? BN Stitches, me like throw you come up for this place. Thank you, Ruth. Beautiful Ruth. Thank you. Ruth is so pretty. Ruth, Grace. Which of you have I seen your face again? Stacia, the skincare. Who again? Yeah, thank you guys too. Go and leave my thank you in the group. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's leave here. I'm tired. Let me lie down. I love lying down so much. I've missed lying down since I've been in this class. See you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I enjoyed having you guys here. I hope you gained value. I hope you actually gained value from this. There's still so much to learn. So much. Okay. There's still so much to learn. Thank you so much. Grace, I love you back. Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go now. Now no one come out. I'm waiting for all of you to leave so that you not do meeting behind my back. I recorded this session. It's just that it's too long, so posting it there. Join the already long video recording we have for this module 1. But I'll still try my best and post it. Bye guys, good night. Let me end the stream. Thanks for showing up and showing out. We'll continue in the group. Now like my face, so yeah now. Be licking it is ice cream. Chuchu, they no one come out. The numbers is even increasing. I bet I'm gonna come out for you. Bye bye.